Now I finally learned. It's two buttons. You gotta press start live and then go live. Because redundancy matters. Hey yo! We back. We back and we in person. Back by popular demand. Hold on. Let me just get my stuff up.
We're kind of back. We're still setting things up. Trying to, that vacation hangover. We're still trying to figure out how things go.
That doesn't count because we were back last week.
Oh, I just came back then. I just came back from Louisiana. That is.
Are we live?
Probably not. I mean, I was pulling up the.
Trying to find it. Hold on. Are we live? It says we should be live. Okay, cool. Why isn't this showing me we live? All right, we live somewhere. Hold on. Give us a second, guys. We still trying to see it. Boom. Here we go. All right, now we are fully officially live. Everybody's here. What's going on? Week 16. Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Before we start, I gotta say, we gotta give a round of applause to the newest LSU graduate on stream.
That's me, guys. That's me.
He got his Johns. I'm not gonna lie to him. He got it, and I really need to know what game she's watching upstairs.
Is she cheering on the Bills?
I think so, because that's the only game that's on right now, locally.
Listen, we have an in-house cheerleader that kind of gives us the heads up on what's going on, when it's going on. So sometimes you might hear that in the background.
All right, so, graduate, any words of wisdom to current college students who are doing pre and post grad?
Listen, stay the route, okay? You're gonna have highs, you're gonna have lows, but it'll be all worth it at the end.
All right, there you go.
Stay the course.
From the professional himself. So, doctorate next?
Why is everyone saying that? There were about 10 or 15 people that did that.
Listen, how many Haitian parents be like, my son's a doctor?
No, but you'll have to refer to me as doctor. That's everybody thing.
Dr. South Shore? Sounds like a...
Listen.
Does that sound like a porno or something somewhere?
Dr. South Shore.
Dr. South Shore? Dr. South Beach? I ain't in this one. Doing that. All right, guys. I know the game's already started and whatnot, and we're gonna get you up to date. But we gotta do our first talks about last week and what happened last week.
Kansas City Chiefs are no longer in the playoffs. No more talks about Chiefs dynasty, right? No more. We're all done with that.
Hold on, no. I disagree with that take. I disagree with that take completely. If they're in the playoffs next year, it's not a dynasty.
No, because dynasty means 3 out of 5, or worse, 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, something like that.
How many straight Super Bowl appearances they got?
Oh, they were going for a three-peat last year that they lost.
3 straight Super Bowl appearances.
Okay, so they have an opportunity within the next 1 to 2 years.
5 out of the 4 last Super Bowls, they've been in the Super Bowl.
They haven't won, though.
They won 3 of the last 5.
They won 2 out of the last 5.
No, they won 2 of the last 3. 3 of the last 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because then they beat somebody. Look at that. Shador balling. And then apparently he heard something that I haven't heard yet. So I just want to, we're going to talk about that in a bit. But apparently you said Bill Belichick to Cleveland?
That's what the interwebs are saying to me. Bill Belichick to Cleveland. Okay, ready? Let me clarify. They are interested at a bare minimum of bringing him in to have some conversations.
I think I would really, you know what? I think he could do it with Shador. He did it with Cam. Cam Newton and him actually were pretty decent.
I see Bill Belichick coaching the New York Giants with
Jackson Dart.
Yes, but he's not going to be involved in the offense at all. He's going to come in and coach, and they're going to bring in a special someone from the Shanahan tree or something along those lines to run the offense.
I also want to say one thing we could talk about later was Colin Cowherd. I thought it was AI at first, so apparently it really was him. He said if he was the Giants, he would trade Jackson Dart and draft Mendoza. Now, I feel like some of it was taken out of context, and I'm going to give the context for the question, but I just really find that very interesting.
I'm taking the quarterback that already has some NFL experience
Yep.
under his belt, who's had some success, not just the experience, but some success. I'm taking that quarterback. I'm finding quarterbacks from college are a little too much of a wild card for my.
There's no
personal
franchise
choice.
quarterback this year. There's none. There is no franchise quarterback in this draft this year.
To his credit, Eli Manning started the year where he was a Heisman Trophy candidate without throwing a football. He slipped a little on that and finished the year strong, but I can't say that there are any other players that they were talked about as being franchise quarterbacks.
Jordan Addison, that's a drop.
Was that an interception?
No, that was a drop. He dropped the ball. He would have had the touchdown there. But yeah, no, these are just talks that we're gonna have during the thing. And again, first of all, you know what you gotta do. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know next Sunday when we're live. And whatnot. But yeah, no. So let's really get started. So where do you want to start today, man?
What's the playoffs looking like, guys? Last week we briefly looked at those teams that, hey, see you next year. We've had a couple of teams now eliminated. The Chiefs are essentially done for the year, unfortunately, with Patrick Mahomes' injury as well as where their record sits. The Bills beat the Patriots and are hanging around, still competing for the AFC East. The Steelers are a top 5 team in the AFC. These are some shocking things that we're saying here that maybe throughout the year we couldn't fully see that was going to be the case. But it's actually, let me pull this up. I need some info.
So that's really okay. So let's talk about the Chiefs. I still believe it's a dynasty because just 1 year not in the playoffs doesn't mean the dynasty is over.
I got the number of Super Bowl wins within the number of years wrong. Truth be told, they're still very much in that window. It depends on what they do.
How they rebuild. It depends on how they rebuild this year. It depends on how they rebuild. And the funny thing is, they're talking about Pat Mahomes will be back by week 1.
Modern day medicine. Jason Tatum, who tore his ACL, is allegedly coming back in January at some point.
Don't rush it. And I know he's a quarterback, not a wide receiver, so you know the ACL. You don't need to be 100%. But the way he's a little bit mobile, he needs that ACL to be a little bit 100%.
So, what would you prefer? Give him a normal recovery period, and let somebody go out there. That means that you got to bring another quarterback in to keep the ship afloat.
Yeah, and you can with Andy Reid.
Who do you think is going to be out there to keep this ship afloat until he comes back? Oh, hold on. Actually, you know what? I should be careful because we do have a new crop of quarterbacks this year resurging their career. Someone like a Mac Jones. Kyler Murray not resurging his career, but he's going more likely than not is going to be on the chopping block.
Won't be able to do it because of the contract. Even though they cut him, I don't think he's getting cut. I think he's getting traded.
We're gonna stay on the Chiefs, but who's gonna want? I think either
Raiders?
Miami, the Jets. The Raiders would be an interesting one because that's a team that is trying to figure themselves out and buy Pete Carroll in favor of someone younger.
I don't know. Pete Carroll is on the hot seat. Allegedly, his job is not guaranteed for next year. A report came out this morning about that, and I do feel like that's not fair because I'm sorry, no one expected. Keon Coleman is benched again.
Okay, he needs to be out of Buffalo now.
Yeah.
When he's on the field, he looks like
Davis as well.
So what are they doing? Throwing the game? Because Gabe Davis is Mr. Reliable for Allen.
Not really, but that's interesting. But yeah, no. It's not any. You listen. You know whose job is guaranteed next year? Aaron Glenn. And you know why I understand his job is guaranteed? Because they're like, you didn't really have all the talent you needed. We gambled on Justin Fields, and we lost, and that's okay. But that's not on you. That's not you. You might have picked them. That was the best option we had at the time. Last year was not a lot of quarterbacks available in free agency. So, Pete Carroll should have that same luxury.
Pete Carroll, Super Bowl winning coach. I've been around the block. I've done this. Yes, but his age is absolutely a factor. Can he still do it at this stage? Is he at a stage where you can give him a young developing quarterback and he can man the operation moving forward?
By the way, if you hear the cheerleader upstairs, she's cheering for Shador. She responded, she's cheering for Shador. So with that being said, yeah, no, I feel like Pete Carroll's getting the short end of the stick. He got a crappy team. No one expected anything for the team. All right, and Chip, I hope Chip Kelly's NFL career is over.
Hey, is Pete Carroll going to have the same career that Russell Wilson had and potentially play himself out of the Hall of Fame as a Super Bowl winning coach? He went right from Seattle to the Raiders, right?
No, he was.
Did he make a pit stop?
He was fired from the Seattle. He was fired upwards, where he became like a consultant type thing.
Before becoming the coach. Okay.
No,
he was
a coach.
They made him a consultant, then he walked away or something.
Then he left to go coach the Raiders.
Looking like he should have took that cushy consulting job.
It was kind of. No, he did. He had it for 2 years.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah, he was there for 2 years. And then he was offered a head coaching position, and he was like, I'll go be a coach again. He did the same thing Bruce Arians did. It was kind of like, I am just going to move up.
Bruce Arians, who was always on Pat McAfee these days as a guest commentator.
Listen, I'm just a consultant. I got free time with you. But yeah, no. So I do feel like Pete Carroll's getting the short end of the stick. What do you think?
Age, experience, accomplishments.
Doesn't deserve to be fired. He deserves another year. He deserves to get a quarterback. Although he's not going to get a quarterback this season either.
So that's the question is, okay, fine. If we want to give him another chance or an opportunity to, hey, let's get it this year was an anomaly. Who are we bringing in and giving him next year that's going to right the wrongs? Kyler Murray, Mac Jones. I mean, the available quarterbacks out there aren't going to be sexy at all. They're going to be quarterbacks who may have had some limited success here and there, depending on the program they're coming from.
Okay, so let me see something here. Trade value for Kyler Murray. I'm just curious.
No one wants him because of his contract.
Would you give up a first round pick for Kyler Murray?
First round pick? Absolutely not. He may have first round talent, but see, that's the thing. When he plays, they're actually not the worst team.
No, they're not. But they're not the best team either.
I'm not trading a first round talent for him. Maybe a third or a fourth. And even like a fourth?
What if it was swap first? First swap.
Where are the Cardinals going to finish the year? They're going to be a top 10.
Are they?
What's their record? Oh, hold on. They went on a little run during the year.
They did.
Oh, they're 3-11. What was this run? Did they just win 3 in a row?
No, they were close. The games were always close. That's what it was. All right, so right now, the Cardinals are 6. They have the 6th pick. So if you were the Raiders, would you trade back to 6? So pretty much, should Arizona move up to 2, give up Kyler to move up to 2?
Now, we just started this pod off by saying we're not quite sure there are any franchise-style quarterbacks. They want to get rid of Kyler in hopes of Mendoza's not going to go second. And if he does, he's going first, right?
Well, right now the Giants have first, and they don't need a quarterback. And let's be honest, which team is more likely to win right now? The Giants or the Raiders to win a game this week?
The Raiders should give some serious consideration to moving to 2 and get Mendoza. If that's gonna, and I mean, I would be willing to.
Let me phrase the question. For you. Right now, who's more likely to win a football game between now and the end of the season? Win one game, the Giants or the Raiders?
The Giants are more apt to win a game.
So Raiders might fall into 1. They got number 2 right now, but they might fall into 1.
See, Giants, and this is why I think that Bill Belichick might be a good. They have a semblance of a team there. They just need something to pull it all together and help it operate more efficiently.
All right, let me just give you this right now. The first 3 picks are Giants, Raiders, Tennessee, because they're all tied 2 and 12. But Giants have number 1, Raiders number 2, Titans number 3. 2 of those 3 don't need quarterbacks, so the Raiders really could fall into Mendoza. Now, you could, if you're the Raiders, would you trade back? Because I don't believe in Mendoza. Would you trade back to 6 and get Kyler?
I would like to see Pete Carroll under the Jerry
Who's
Jeudy.
number 10? That's Jerry Jeudy?
No, that's Judkins, the running back.
Judkins? I thought Judkins was like 90 something. Oh no, he's number 10. Okay. Oh then, damn, bring it back.
Of course. I'd like to see Pete Carroll under those circumstances because I feel that Carroll might give Kyler Murray an opportunity to resurrect and, at a bare minimum, stabilize his career. Mm-hmm. From a size perspective and play style, he would be more similar to a Russell Wilson, something that Carroll's familiar with. Mm-hmm. That might work. Because you know what? Because
it's
fine.
Not about if it would work. Would you do that trade?
Yes. Yeah. We're Raiders are moving back to say, so you're still going to land, say, a top 10 player in the draft, and you're walking away with a quarterback that can help stabilize the ship. You've got some pieces. In Oakland. Genty. I like the wide receiver Deontay. What's his last name? Thornton. Deontay Thornton.
No, there's a Thornton there. I thought it was Trey Thornton. Daquan Thornton. Either way.
Yeah, they have a couple of pieces. Yeah, Deontay Thornton Jr.
Okay.
Deontay Thornton Jr. They've got some young wide receivers on the team. I would absolutely do that. I would. It would justify keeping Pete Carroll around. It would give Kyler a new start. Not that he doesn't right now, but he would have a running back. The Raiders, they have Brock Bowers as a tight end. They've got some pieces on the team.
No, they got pieces. For sure, they got pieces. They really don't got a quarterback, in my opinion. I did not believe in Geno Smith. I got to take a look back at our tier videos to see what we said. But I don't believe in Geno Smith and anything like that. So, we'll see how that one goes.
Raiders, you're welcome for us fixing your team for you.
So that's the approach. That's the approach that should be taken.
Absolutely. Hey, let's fall back, see if we can land Kyler. Again, you're still walking away with a top 10 pick in this year's draft.
Now, the thing is, if I'm also the Raiders, I don't want to pay most of Kyler's contract. I want the Cardinals to pay most of it.
That may complicate things.
Because he's about to be one of the top paid quarterbacks in the league. I think he's gonna be like 55. What's his contract? Let me pull it up again. Kyler Murray contract.
And this is the problem when you get it wrong and you just pay these players where the market is, and now
we can talk about that.
Doesn't work out.
Who did worse, the Dolphins or the Cardinals?
I would say did the Dolphins give Tua that contract after his injury situation?
Yeah, no, we knew about his concussions by then.
Then absolutely the Dolphins. Because the Cardinals could at least hang their hat on, hey, listen, he may not have liked to study. Maybe he was a Call of Duty fan or something along those lines, I think I heard. But he was performing, and he didn't have concussion issues.
Okay, so next year, Kyler is... his cap hit is $53 million next year. Yeah, his cap hit is $53 million next year and $43 the year after.
If they designate him as a post-June 1st cut, I think they save... It's a more digestible number. It's not the $59 million of a dead cap hit.
This is Kyler. I'm talking about Kyler right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kyler. Tua is 90-something million, 99 million.
Yeah, Tua, I thought.
Yeah.
Geez,
so if
that's more reasonable.
If we swap first, if I'm the Raiders and we swap first, and you giving me Kyler, I'm not paying this man $53 million next year. You gotta pay
at least half of that.
Yeah.
Eat half of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving you the first.
I'm giving you a franchise quarterback. I'm not paying that whole contract.
Ready? I'm allowing you to speed up the process of picking your next cornerstone player that you want to move forward with into the future. So
that's if you
at
like
a
him.
bare minimum, you should be able to eat half of this bad contract that you gave. Is it bad? It's just
it was bad.
It's just not matching up with the expectations right now is the problem.
AKA bad. AKA bad. Okay.
Now, if he goes there and he starts exceeding expectations, then
All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick score recap. Then we're just gonna switch into Tua since we're gonna talk about quarterbacks and contracts that were bad decisions. Right now, Buffalo, Cleveland tied at 7. Cleveland with the ball outside the red zone. I think they call that the green zone over there. Chargers and Dallas tied at 7. Kansas City and Tennessee tied at 0. Cincinnati got a 7-point lead on Miami. Jets are tied with the Saints at 3. Minnesota 3-0 over the Giants, and Tampa Bay up 7-3 on Carolina. Now, right now, as a Steelers fan, I'm interested in the Patriots game tonight and my Steelers game tonight at 4:00. I'm watching those two.
Wait a minute. Are the Panthers and Bucks playing for the NFC South Division right now?
Right now they're tied. Yeah, they are. Mind you, they play each other twice. They play each other this week and then the week after.
I love the fact that they split up these divisional games and spread them out a bit more.
And again, I said this before, and I think you could watch the videos. You want to add an extra game? You want to add extra bye week? I'm cool with that. Make that extra game another divisional game.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'd support that 100%.
Because divisional games matter. Division games matter. What's wrong with James Cook? Is that James Cook? That's not James Cook. Who's that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, okay. Before we get into Tua, actually, no, since we were talking about quarterbacks and bad contracts. Oh, my God. What an interception.
Off of the receiver's shoulder pad.
Please don't tell me that was Judy. If that was Judy, that's even worse. Hold on. So we just saw an interception from Shador, but it hit Judkins. It hit Judkins in the hands, popped it up. That's a shame. Okay, so let's talk about Tua. So if you haven't heard, Tua's benched. They said last week, I thought it was coach speak when he said the quarterback play was not conducive to winning. Everything's on the table. They always say that, but you never bench your quarterback. But they really benched Tua.
Did you see the video after the loss to, I believe it was the Steelers?
Last week when he was keying it with Jalen Ramsey?
That loss just eliminated your chances of the playoffs.
And you were outplayed thoroughly. The only reason, it was 28-3. The only reason you guys came back was because the Steelers played prevent defense. It was really like, we beat them. They gave up. And in the fourth quarter, even the commentator, not Joe Buck, who's the commentator? I can't remember his name right now.
Who did the game.
But he was like, wait, now you guys know how to win? You guys should have been doing this in the third quarter. Like, you guys gave up. Why are you doing it now? And you know what that told me? Two things it told me. And tell me if I'm wrong. When they didn't know how to in the fourth quarter, they finally scored those two scores. What's the coach's name again? McDaniels. McDaniel did that to show GM, I did not lose the locker room. They willing to play hard for me. The quarterback can't do it.
The quarterback's coming out here having interviews, calling out players. Hey, he showed up late to a team meeting. He's saying all types of wild things.
And with that being said, I think that gave him the green light to bench Tua. Because he's like, to be honest, there's a few coaches I believe that you would fire that would spend 2 seconds before getting the job. Mike Tomlin is one of them.
You think McDaniel's the other?
I think McDaniels would get another job.
He's young. He seems to relate to the players. And one of the concerns you often have is, can my coach relate to these young men that he's coaching and these grown men that he's coaching? And for McDaniels, that seems to be yes.
He connects with them. It's just, listen, the game, they went on a 4-game win streak. It was not because of Tua. It was not because of Tua. They did it in spite of Tua.
Well, the one good news that's coming out of that is they're giving Quentin Ewers from Texas a shot. And let's go rookie. Who would they skip over, though? There's somebody on the roster.
Zach Wilson. No, you don't need to see. We know what Zach Wilson is. Let me see what the rookie got. And, with that being said, are they playing yet? Did they play yet? No, they're not playing. When are they playing? When are the Dolphins playing?
Probably this afternoon.
I don't see them.
It's too late they're live. They're playing Cincinnati right now.
Oh, okay. So I'm definitely good. They got a touchdown. Devon A-Chain rushed for 48 yards. Okay. So that's one point of the the conversation there. The second point is, I believe the concussions ruined to his career. He was not this bad. He never had the strongest arm, but he was able to dice up defenses. He was dicing up defenses.
His strength was always accuracy and the ability to get the ball out pretty quick to where it was supposed to go. And
so you can't. What is the difference between 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and now? I think McDaniels is still calling good plays.
the execution.
It's the execution. I think the concussions, either he's playing scared, or this could be a live look in on actual effects of concussions.
Hey, we're learning the effects of the long-term effects of concussions. I mean, we know some basics. Hey, once you get one, it's likely to happen again.
Yep.
But we could be seeing we're all going to react differently.
You know who's another person that we've seen that concussions truly changed who they were? Antonio Brown. After that tackle on Vontaze Burfict in that one playoff game, he has not been the same.
It's been a downward spiral from that time.
Not just like a downward spiral only. It has been a stark difference. It got to the point that the coach was like, I can't trade him.
One of the wide receivers that will go down in history as having probably
he had one of the craziest starts. Honestly,
5 or 6 year runs.
Truth be told, guys, really look this up if you think I'm lying. Antonio Brown during like a six year run was the best wide receiver.
His worst year was like 96 receptions and just over or just under 1,000 yards. Like, really? That's your worst year?
Those 7 years of production rivaled Jerry Rice. It rivaled Randy Moss.
Absolutely.
Terrell Owens. Okay? And he's not out the league because he's washed. He's out the league because mentally he's not there no more.
Off-field issues got to a point where too much to deal with. And that's the thing with the NFL. The NFL usually leans towards talent, but when they get to the point where they wash their hands of you, they're done. They're done with you.
So I really think the concussions kind of brought things down. So now, here was the question that every news sports channel was talking about, and I want to ask you this question. And again, we don't prep these questions. So he doesn't know what questions coming up. Like, honestly, when we ask each other questions like this, it really is just like a gut instinct. What are you thinking? Would Tua accept being a backup next year? Let's say Miami cuts him. Would Tua accept being a backup next year?
It'd be a difficult pill for him to swallow at this stage in his career. He probably feels that he's in the prime of his career right now and may even have some room to grow as a player. Do we feel they've done enough to protect him offensive line-wise in Miami? So, for example, if we put him behind a better offensive line, leveraging his accuracy and ability to get the ball out fast.
I don't know if offensive line is his issue.
Because it's not like he's continuing to get hit. It's just that in the same game, he'll have amazing throws and reads, and then he'll do something to make you wonder,
what the hell
was that?
What was that? What was that?
I don't think he wouldn't willingly want that to happen. Let's say he was traded or he signed somewhere and he was outplayed. That's one thing, but I don't think he would willingly go into a situation and say, let me pause for a minute and be a backup to maybe let me take a step back so I can potentially take a step forward. I don't think he's at that point in his career. Too young. The competitive drive in him won't let him. That's why he's still playing now. After he had those concussion issues, how many people in their home said,
No. That's not the reason why. I think the concussions got him thinking that he's Superman, but he's really not. I think he's tapped. Because honestly, when everyone told him that you really should stop playing, it wasn't because of things. It was out of legitimate concern.
Concern for a human being.
He took it offensively. Like, remember when they just asked him, "What would you wear a Guardian cap?" And then he said
that part.
And then he said something about like people getting in car accidents. You ain't gonna sit like what?
See, it's those responses. You start getting weird responses after a couple of head injuries.
No, it was just ignorant responses. If you like, I don't know, man. It's just so. In your opinion, is his career done? Getting benched in Miami, which right now they're tied with Cincinnati. Quinn Ewers is 3 for 3 for 38 yards. Is he done in Miami?
He's done in Miami, but no, I don't believe his career is fully done. Over the past couple of years, we've seen quarterbacks make a resurgence. Hey, it didn't work out here. Let me go over here, spend an off season, and maybe sign somewhere else after that. We've seen quarterbacks give themselves resurrect their career.
Do you think he can resurrect his career?
Yes. Where is the question? I don't know.
Minnesota.
Over 9?
I'm sorry. Did 9 do something to keep his job that I didn't see?
9 is younger and
Yeah,
has more of a prototypical QB build. What is Dak Prescott doing? Oh, throwing touchdowns. Yeah. Okay, my fault.
George Pickens is back. Oh no, that's Flournay's second touchdown of the day. Damn. But yeah, no, honestly,
in the perfect world,
because there's no free agent quarterback and there's no quarterback in the draft, they gotta stick with 9. But if I was the owner of the Vikings right now, if I was the GM, I'd cut my losses and try to trade him. Or bring someone in.
Or you try to bring Tua in somehow. We're not going to go through the details now. You bring Tua in and you let 9 sit for a season or a couple of seasons. There's nothing wrong with asking these young 2021.
He's at his first year.
He was injured.
But he was still in the building. Did you not hear about Ayuk? He's injured, but he ain't even been in the building. They don't know where he's at.
That's nuts to me. That's nuts.
That's another topic.
Bring the quarterback in, and I can't count an injury year as being in the building.
Should he compete for his job next year? Yes.
Absolutely.
J.J. McCarthy does not walk in with the starting job guaranteed for him next year. This year he had it guaranteed.
And if
he does not walk in guaranteed next year.
If you're competing with the Tua for the job, I'm with that too, because you're competing with somebody. It's going to be competitive. It's not just going to be handed to you. Some young quarterbacks just need that threat or that constant pressure of someone behind them.
Quarterbacks nowadays can't handle that threat or that pressure.
So just give me the keys to the Ferrari.
Quarterbacks don't like competing for their job. Everyone else can compete, not me. That's why I chose quarterback.
Everyone else can compete, but not me.
That's why I chose to be a quarterback. So I don't have to compete. Okay, what the heck?
Who just scored that? Was that James Cook?
No, that wasn't James Cook. Ty Johnson.
Oh, Ty Johnson.
Yeah. So, yeah.
His career is done in Miami. You could give him a chance to go somewhere and compete for a position, but it has to be the right situation. Clearly, no one wants him behind a bad offensive line. He's done in Miami. He should... If he's going to get a start somewhere, it would have to be somewhere where they have a young quarterback that they're not entirely sure of, that they're willing to now say, young quarterback, I want you to sit for at least a year or two behind this guy who we're going to try to help him out in preparation of you. And
who's that?
I wouldn't sit Jackson Dart for him. Minnesota is a good example, but I get it. What you're saying is 9 was in the building last year, but he was injured, so... Being injured and in the building isn't the same.
Missed kick, bro. He's actually missed a few amount of kicks this year. The kicker for the Bills, is it the Bills? Someone missed a lot of missed kicks this year. I can't remember who it is anymore, but there's been a lot of missed kicks this year. It's kind of interesting. Now I kind of want them to push the field goal back even further.
Listen, it's bad when you start noticing that. Wait a minute, there's been a lot of missed kicks this year.
Yeah.
You've got one job. One job.
What? I wouldn't be mad if they made extra point kicks, 45-yard lines. Kind of makes teams think more about maybe I should just go for 2.
Well, we're living in a day and age where we're trying to reduce. Oh, look at that. Oh, he dropped it. We're living in a day and age where we're trying to remove the amount of contact that is experienced in a traditional football game. Yes, moving the kick back would result in more attempts, but they're now getting more. They're more plays, a bigger toll on the body. So the fans would love it because it's more action.
Yeah, it's 2 yards. Honestly, fine. I would do NFL. Here's a suggestion: 2 points. Put it at the 5-yard line, And the only reason I'm saying 5-yard line is because I'm tired of the tush push, and I don't want that to be a
2-point conversion play.
Yeah, I don't want that to be a 2-point conversion play. 5-yard line and field goal kicks, extra point kicks are 45 yards. Now, the only thing guaranteed when you get a touchdown is 6 points.
Hold on. Put it the 5-yard line and 40. What?
5-yard line for a 2-point conversion. Extra point kicks are 45 yards away. A 45-yard extra point.
That could work.
The reason they pushed the field goal kicks back originally was so that people would go for 2-point conversions more.
And the kickers said, "Nah, we're still gonna keep making these." And
Push
very few teams go for 2.
Push it back even further.
Now, I will comment that it feels like kickers are in fact hitting longer field goals this year. But what I think is missing from that is the consistency and the clutchness of a Justin Tucker, if we're allowed to say his name, or Adam Vinatieri.
Hold on. Did you see, Justin Tucker's PR team?
I think he signed somewhere.
He did, and he didn't get the job. He didn't make it. Justin Tucker's PR team is exquisite. Do you know what they tweeted about him the other day? Justin Tucker, man of God, singing Oprah during a Christmas show for a church. So faithful. Just had a lapse of judgment. And being blackballed by the NFL is so wrong.
Blackballed by the NFL?
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you something.
Fam, didn't he have mad women come out?
Exactly.
Listen, he's Deshaun Watson 2.0.
It was not a lapse of judgment. Okay, listen. Listen here. All right. Is there anything you ever hear from me and you never remember? 1 time is an accident. 2 times is a habit. 15 is not a lapse in judgment. It's a life's choice.
Listen, the first one that came out, people were like, but then when 15 others came out with the same stories, like,
this is going to sound real bad. Oh, baby, I got to go pregnant 1 time. It was an accident. He get 2 kids pregnant. He get 2 girls pregnant. Not in the same one, a different one. You're going to be like, nah, that was a choice this time. You can't tell me 15 was like, oh, it was a lapse of judgment.
Maybe I got 5 women pregnant right now. I'm sorry. I had a bad few days.
I had a bad week. And I didn't know they're all ovulating at the same time. Because if I knew that, I wouldn't have started. Like, what?
Really, it's Mother Nature's fault for making them all ovulate at the same time.
Come on. I'm just a man. I am just a weak man. Like, nah, they tried.
So he's done with the NFL then. He's probably going to be kicking for
because
the
I think
PFL
the Chiefs called him in and he couldn't get that job. I think it was the Chiefs. It was something.
Usually the current it team can kind of clean some of that tarnish off.
Yeah, because winning will clean that tarnish off. Because as much as they're going to start talking about in the beginning when he first gets signed, then when he makes clutch plays or the team is winning, it's going to be like, we don't really care about that. They're winning. They're on their way to a championship. He becomes the back burner. But if you're on a bad team and they're looking for something to talk about...
Wait a minute. You guys suck. You know who's on your roster? You guys...
it's not for the weak of heart. It is not for the faint of heart. Okay, so... I did see this trade out there where they just said the Cardinals and the Dolphins should just trade. Straight up. Kyler Murray for Tua.
Cardinals and Dolphins.
The good news is for Tua would be indoors. So we wouldn't have to worry about inclement weather.
I think if you put Tua indoors and guarantee him 8 to 9 wins a game and a decent, doesn't have to be the greatest offensive line, his career would look different. Who was it? It was I feel like they used to criticize.
So then put him on the Colts then.
See, I was going to the Colts. I feel like they used to criticize Peyton Manning for a while. Didn't they play in a dome?
They played
for a while.
The Colts are always in a dome.
Yeah, so I feel like they criticized him and his wide receivers when they were in the NFL dominating because hey, it's not our fault. We play 8 games in a dome every single year.
I should do it.
All right, see, that's what he needs to cool it with. The whole
what do you mean?
Celebration.
He just rushed for like 15 yards for a first down. Look at this.
Fam, you're down.
Down 6 points. You're not down by a lot. All right, so are we mad at wide receivers when they get the first down to be like?
No, they're divas. We expect that from them.
Look at this. I evaded the sack.
We want our quarterback to be steady.
Now, shoot him. That's a first down celebration.
And that wasn't even too. Last week.
Does he have the right wristband this time? Like, yo, listen.
That explains it. That explains it. No, I'm cool with that.
Listen.
Last week there were accusations and like, wait a minute.
Not accusations. It was confirmed.
See,
like, yo.
Part of me likes blaming AI for everything. I don't know. Was that true? It could have been an ad, but allegedly he was in the game.
Not allegedly, it was confirmed. Stefanski confirmed it at the end of the game in the post-game conference. They're like, did he really have the wrong wristband? Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
He's not going to beat the sabotaging allegations.
He can't.
He's not.
He does not help himself. He does not help himself. I don't understand how we could blame. If I was the NFLPA, I want an investigation.
Listen, Belichick got away with not really saying much because he was out here winning Super Bowls, doing great things.
That's not even the biggest issue.
Well, hold on. When everything was going on around this year, around the quarterbacks, we never heard the coach come out and be like, hey, we never heard the coach come out and just shut it down. Hey, we're riding with this person, that's it. He just kind of let it all play out.
Stefanski?
Yeah.
No, he did shut it down initially. Was that we're sticking with Dylan Gabriel. We're not starting Shador. We're sticking with Dylan Gabriel.
I didn't think he came out strong enough to shut it down, and he let the talk go on.
He defended Dylan Gabriel as if that was his son-in-law.
And then now it just seems week in and week out, we can kind of pick plays from every single game where it's like, wait a minute.
And not even just plays.
He just brought you back.
It's not plays, it's decisions.
You take him off the field for a 2-point conversion after he was I think he was 9 for 10 or
and
9 for 11 on the drive.
The justification was that, well, he fumbled the snap of the last 2-point conversion. Did he fumble the snap the next drive at all?
He was 9 for 11 on the drive or 9 for 10, whatever it was. So it's like, wait a minute, you're thinking back to the last 2-point conversion, not what just happened now?
You mean the ones where he drove down the field and got you back within range? And then on top, oh my gosh. And then like last week, a horrible first quarter, and it's like, wait, dude, what are you doing? And then look down. Oh, you got the wrong wristband. Now, don't get me wrong. He's the head coach. He's not giving him the wristband. He's the head coach. The offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach should be the ones handling that to give it to him. But bro, you're the head coach. The buck stops there. Yeah.
You're gonna get the success. You gotta take the criticism.
Everything you've done up to now is just pure. You're. Listen,
he's not a bad coach. It's just his decision making this year is leaving people with a lot to be desired.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like I'm defending Emmanuel Acho. I watched The Speakeasy, right? The Speakeasy is Emmanuel Acho and LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy can't stand Stefanski, understandably. Believes this is sabotage. All right. And a few weeks ago, they were talking, and they're like, we can't just yell racism. It might just be straight disdain. Okay? Disdain is one thing. Racism is another. Racism is something that you should not blatantly just throw out there just all willy-nilly. And I agree with that 100%. So he was saying that Stefanski is a 2-time Coach of the Year coach.
That's what I was saying. He's not a bad coach.
If he could just get over, he's like, if I'm the GM, I'm sitting Stefanski down, I'm sitting Shador down in the room, like, yo, I don't know what beef y'all got. Squash it. You're a great head coach, and you seem to be a really good prospect. Make it work. But right now, I don't think it's Shador that's stopping this from working. It's Stefanski.
That part I'm with.
And I know this year's been a bad year for Stefanski. Last year was a bad year for Stefanski. But let's just also be honest. What talent do they have on the team for Stefanski to be winning with?
He got the Browns to double-digit wins in 2020 and 2023. Something that most of us just couldn't believe. And they, for the most part, minus these past couple of years, they've been pretty competitive under him.
Look at this. Shador is 9 for 11, 93 yards and a touchdown.
So you mean to tell me if he and the coach had a better relationship, we couldn't...
Look at this! Look at this! Shador's balling!
That's why he was considered a first-round talent.
And last week, who did they play last week? Hold on, let me find out again. Because people talking about, he was trash last week. I'm pretty sure he was facing one of the best defenses in the league. Last week was against Chicago. Oh no, Chicago's not the best defense.
But Chicago is a team that's moving in the right direction. Yes. Caleb Williams is playing better. So, for example, it was a good head-to-head matchup of two young quarterbacks, one being a bit established, one coming into the league to kind of see where they are. And truth be told, we should expect Caleb Williams to beat him. He's been in the league for longer. He's had more coaching who seem to like him. He's got a better head coach. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's got a better head coach right now. Caleb Williams. I'll take Ben Johnson over...
Stefanski?
just because of what seems to be the relationship between the coach and player. Ben Johnson appears to. I haven't heard anything
because God forbid a coach supports his quarterback and wants to coach him. Like,
Jet can score. Close. Okay.
No, close.
Okay, so while we're talking about coaches supporting quarterbacks, one of the first things McDaniels did when he was signed on to be head coach is
he defended the hell out of Tua.
He defended him. He put together a highlight reel of 700 of Tua's plays and had him sit down and he watched them with Tua just to kind of help build his confidence up and show him, hey, I know there's a lot of talk going on out there, but here's why you're here and this is why this is going to work. So he could just need his confidence. As a head coach, it's your responsibility to make sure your quarterback's confidence is where it needs to be. You shouldn't be sabotaging and piling on with the rest of the media and what the outsiders are saying.
Now, you're saying that second part of the sentence for Tua.
Correct.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, at some point you're a grown man, and I can understand it was really down beating on you, and you were down. I'm here to help coach you up and get you back to believing in yourself. But I can't do that every year. At some point, you got to believe in yourself, and you got to be able to bring.
Oh, listen! I think it was necessary when for Tua. Now it was necessary when he first came in because Tua made. I don't want to say made such a big deal, but publicly made it known that his coach was beating down on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't nice.
Yeah.
So you publicly do that. Let me behind the scenes now, help build you up, and then go from there. I'm with you. You shouldn't necessarily expect me every single year now to
hold your hand,
put a highlight reel of your best plays.
Whoa!
What's going on?
Whoa!
Why is Shedeur Sanders? Something happened with Shedeur Sanders, and he's being escorted off or away from the field. Oh, did he have he's got a towel over his face. Might be. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's got blood on his finger.
Oh, okay.
He might have jammed a nail or something. Oh, damn it.
Nah.
Look at this. They're in the red zone and he gets hurt. I can understand his frustration now.
Stefanski's like, Dylan Gabriel, get a touchdown, please. Dylan Gabriel, I love you. I love you, Dylan.
4th and goal.
Did you see the meme where they're like, oh, yeah, Shedeur should have known there was the wrong wristband. When he opened it up, it was like, I love Dylan Gabriel.
Look at this. Dylan Gabriel is another one who's going to have to potentially leave Cleveland to go get a fair shot somewhere.
No, Dylan Gabriel is not, he doesn't have a career. He's not going to have a career. He's not even going to be a journeyman backup.
In this day and age of journeymen and backups kind of stabilizing and putting themselves in position to be a starting quarterback somewhere, you don't think that he could take a year or two and
he was never a prospect to be a starter.
Okay. All right. I can't remember enough about him in college.
That's the point.
Oh, wow. Okay. No, and here's the thing. I've seen Shedeur more than him. I'm a bit more familiar with Shedeur. Caught a couple of Colorado games here and there. But if you just don't think that he is NFL quality, hey. I don't know. I feel like a lot of it's one of those things that they always say in sports, hey, the best ability is availability. Just put in the work and, it'll work out. I feel like within these past few years, we've really seen that display itself with the quarterbacks. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold. Believe it or not, even though he was here in New England, Mac Jones has, in my opinion at least, put himself in position for a team to want to bring him in next year. He came in and held the ship afloat during Brock Purdy's absence.
Let's keep talking about quarterbacks. So let me ask you this question. If you're Mac Jones, where would you want to go? I'm going to give you a list of teams. Stay in San Francisco. Minnesota Vikings. Indianapolis Colts.
What? Hold on. What? Oh, well, David. Okay, yeah.
Miami Dolphins.
Easy call. The Colts.
Or the Arizona Cardinals.
The Colts, because they're... Well, hold on. This is where you have to be careful. You don't want to necessarily jump into the Colts because you know for certain that's only going to be a one-year gig. If you're trying to maximize your career and potentially sign
Do you think he did enough this year to warrant a multi-year contract?
Mac?
Yeah.
I think he's done enough to get at least a 2-year deal, of which a 2-year deal that's really a 1-year deal. Hey,
Okay. Well, Daniel Jones just tore his Achilles, so it's really a 1-year deal. And you could sign on what you could. They won't give you a 2-year deal. They will probably give you a 2-year deal with the second year is fake money.
team option, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you a 2-year, $40 million deal, give you guarantee 30 of it, but it's
and we could cut
wink,
you
wink.
next year if we need to. Honestly, that's pretty much what he's gonna get anywhere. I don't really think any team's gonna give him a 2-year, $100 million deal.
I'm fine with the contract. Hey, I'm fine with the show improve type contract.
Yeah.
Because listen, you did enough this year to have us want to give you these keys for 1 year. Now you've got to come in next year and show us that for the past 3 or 4 years we've all been wrong about you, and you can actually man this. You've got a team that's built for the playoffs and ready to go now. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going to the Colts. Because if you perform well enough with the Colts, you can now get a potentially George Pickens is shining still. If you perform well enough with the Colts,
what happened to his finger?
had to have gotten hit on a helmet or something like that.
I don't know if that's a bunch of hanging skin.
It might have been a hanging nail. He might have got it caught in someone's helmet, face mask or something.
All right, but yeah.
Yeah, you do well enough in Indianapolis during that year. You're now going to find one of these other franchises who aren't fully sold on their quarterback, willing to come in and bring you in for, say, a longer deal, a 3-year deal.
So, where do you go?
Colts. Yeah, I go to the Colts. They're the most playoff and win now ready team of all the teams you just listed. Am I wrong? I wouldn't mind throwing some touchdown passes to Justin Jefferson. Actually,
the Colts and the Vikings are both playoff contending teams.
But if you go to the Vikings, so you're just going to tell 9, hey, have a seat, we're going to...
No, you got to beat 9 out for your job. Sam Darnold did not Sam Darnold. Mac Jones did not do enough to warrant
just giving him the keys.
Just getting the keys, yeah.
And it's so funny because coming out in that year's draft, he was the quarterback that was deemed the most NFL ready because of his ability to download and read defenses. And when he looks good, he looks great out there.
He was the most NFL Karen. I'll tell you that. The moment he was walking through that tunnel to go get his jersey because his number got called, bro, listen, everyone was like, damn, he looks like a Karen trying to go ready to go talk to management. Like, yo, this dude, I'm sorry, listen. And mind you, I'm talking... The one thing I always said about Kenny Pickett when he was on the Steelers, I was like, I don't see no swag or energy from him. Mac Jones is another one. Listen, and then you don't follow that up. Listen, the favorite picture I love of Mac Jones was when he was on the Patriots and he was throwing the pass like this and a defender was coming. He was like, ah! Like, oh! Like, nah, B.
See, look at that. Giants pick 6. Blocking the back. Giants just got an interception and we're returning it. Flag was tossed, usually a block in the back.
But here's the thing, right? If you're the Giants, do you want the number 1 pick?
Why not? You have a young quarterback. You have Scatterboo, a young running back.
The Giants have actually played themselves out of the number 1 pick, I feel, for the past 3 years in a row.
See, losing is a very delicate thing. You just got to make sure you screw up the right play to turn the entire game. The Giants have a defense. They have. I almost called somebody else. They have 2 players who are going to get double-digit sacks on their defense. Burns and.
Interesting.
So I mean, they've got some pieces.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video. If you see us matching, it's because today was Christmas photos. Was that what we're doing?
Yes.
Start Jennings or Sutton. Bro, I think game is too late, ain't it?
I know, right? Can you make any changes right now?
Hold on, didn't the Broncos play? Oh, all right. Well then, in that case, my G, you play Jennings. That's the only fantasy advice you could get out of me because I'm over here getting killed by Puka.
Puka does whatever he feels like doing that Sunday.
Bro. Look at 9. Look at 9. Yo, listen. You go over. You know if I'm the head coach of the Vikings, I go print a contract. J.J. McCarthy's contract. And I replace everywhere it says J.J. McCarthy and I put 9. And I was like, yo, listen, this is 9's contract. Grab a lighter, like that shit, burn it. He's cut. Jason McCarthy, I need you to play.
You know what? First of all, let's get a different nickname.
Well, that's his jersey number. Usually that's an insult. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so I watch a lot of sports podcasts and whatnot, and usually when I'm like, I'm tired of you because you're doing bad, I don't call you by your name. I call you by your number.
Jersey number.
So usually that's a negative thing. Like, God damn it, not Brady. 12, get over here. Like, what? Why do you want to be known? Like, listen, how often are you get in trouble? You don't want to hear your mom say your full government first, middle, and last name. Like, what the hell? No. You hear that? Like, that, apparently it turns them on. Like, yo, people weird. People weird.
Actually, I was wrong. I swear they had another. It might have been early in the season, but Brian Burns is on the Giants, and he's up number 2 this year in sacks. And I could have sworn earlier in the year they had another player who was doing just as well as him. But I was wrong on that. But if I'm Giants, I wouldn't mind having a high pick because you still need to build around. I would invest that high pick on shoring up the defense.
I would invest that high pick and trade back and try to, honestly.
And get what?
No.
Some offensive weapons?
No, I would literally. You need.
Defense. You have a young quarterback. Right now, while he's so young, he's going to need the defense to be very strong behind him.
If the Lions don't make the playoffs, I would offer my first year my first this year, my first next year for Penei Sewell.
If the Lions don't make...
They're not in the playoffs right now. They're in the hunt.
Doesn't that even seem a little wild to say that the Lions aren't in the playoffs right now? They're in the hunt. They're number 8. 8-6.
Don't look at it now. Quinn Ewers is dicing up the Bengals defense.
Quinn Ewers can play. I've
He
seen
was
a couple of
6th
his...
or 7th round pick.
I don't know why. I saw a couple of his games in Texas. I thought he was going to be an NFL player.
That's interesting. So anyway, I feel like this has become the quarterback hour. We talking more about quarterbacks. We're talking about wide receivers right
these
now.
quarterbacks, they're the ones that drive the league. You need a quarterback to get the ball to the wide receivers, don't you? As Justin Jefferson is finding out in Minnesota, you need a capable quarterback to get you the ball, no matter how nice you are.
Gardner Minshew out. Or questionable.
Listen, when it rains, it pours for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours. Guys, listen, just lose these last couple of games.
Who's pissing off Kylo?
Someone must have showed up or something. Wow, is Quentin Ewers going to be the basement quarterback that helps the Jets get things kind of back on track?
Okay, here's the thing. NFL defenses don't have film on you right now, so that's really something that's helping you out.
Cool, but you have an idea of the types of plays that the team's going to run. That's just creative play calling in the end zone, in the red zone to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
This time of year, every single team has an understanding of the concepts that each team likes to and doesn't like to run. If yours just found out earlier in the week that, hey, you're starting, they're not going to change up what we've been doing because that's too drastic of a change for the rest of the team.
The other thing that I wanted to mention about the whole Tua benching was that it also tells me the locker room was tired of Tua. A coach would not bench a quarterback without the locker room's approval.
I found it shocking that on Sunday, hey, everything's on the table, only for the very next day for them to come on and be like, okay, nope, he's benched. I think between when it was announced and I think between McDaniel saying, hey, everything's on the table, and when it was announced, they had already spoken to Tua and told him, listen, we need you to sit down for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
It didn't come out of nowhere. It didn't come out of the blue.
It's really, the locker room was behind it.
Hey, funny question, ready? If I told you it's the second quarter and the score is 2-0, what sport do you think that we're talking about? 2-0? What score do you think we're talking about?
Baseball? Like, you mean innings? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
The Kansas City Chiefs are down to the Tennessee Titans. The score is 2-0 right now. I think that's a funny NFL score.
Oh my
So hold on. Who's the quarterback for the Chiefs right now?
I think his name is. I'm really trying. I don't want to mess up this man's name.
I bet no one's got him starting in their fantasy team this week.
Oladokun. That's listen.
Oh man, that's funny. Sanders is back in the game, and
they just taped his whole finger up.
Probably sprayed that numbing spray on it and just threw some tape on it.
You gotta do the numbing spray first and then the disinfectant because you know that joint was dirty.
It's unfortunate he had to come out there when he got hurt because he seemed like he had the Browns moving.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing.
Let's see if he can get them down the field. Is that a stone hand though?
Yes, it is.
Oh damn. Yo, you think Kelsey's retiring?
We're not in his shoes, so we're all most people are gonna lean towards yes, he should retire. What he's putting on paper on tape these days isn't the prettiest. He's still good 1 to 2 times a game, making some amazing plays, catch and run type plays, or getting you a couple of first downs. But yeah, I think he's run down. This is what happens to all the tight ends. They take a lot of hits and eventually they start slowing down.
Hold on, Maximilian. Shador's a failure?
Max, no.
Bro. Max, what do you mean Shador's a failure? You gotta make that make sense for me, bro. I feel like Shador's been doing pretty good. Because, alright, and here's the thing. I'm also grading Shador on a scale. Not on the Cleveland Browns scale, which is a scale in and of itself. Not even on a rookie quarterback scale. I'm grading him on a your coach don't want your ass scale. Listen. We all had bosses that we can't stand. And we all have bosses that can't stand you. And you know how much they make work harder for you. So just think about that. His boss don't want him and is making his life harder by not giving him opportunities to shine.
I've been watching football for many, many years, and I don't think I've ever heard of a quarterback having the... I've been watching football since before they had the wristbands, when they actually had to call in the play. Since they've all been wearing wristbands, I don't think I've ever heard a quarterback or an announcer say, oh, so-and-so had the wrong wristband on.
Again, that's not on the coach.
Listen, the coaches get the credit. They're going to have to do it. Take this
he needs
criticism.
a full off season. Okay.
That's me. I think he needs a full off season.
Oh, wait, no. He said read. I meant the players are failing. Oh, yeah, no. Yo, I'm not going to lie to you. Today, and this is on the red zone, I'm seeing this. What they say on ESPN, tip passes, got to catch those. Like, there is a lot of tipped interceptions today in the NFL. It's really interesting. By the way, Tyler Shuck.
He seems to kind of be making some noise down there. He's settling down.
He really is. And I'm really impressed with him.
Shador's interception today, not the best throw. However, it hit the wide receiver. It was a little behind the wide receiver. He should have made the catch. I think he...
Stop popping balls up. Hit him down.
Yeah.
Hit him down.
Okay.
Bruh. All right. And just so y'all know, we're going to take our break at halftime of the Bills-Browns game because we want to see if Shador can actually do something here. Yeah. Okay. So, quick. We're going to do a 2-minute drill. So, guys, you know what? I'm going to put this poll in the chat. Oh, I'm going to put it in the chat during halftime. What wide receiver would you rather want right now? Justin Jefferson or Puka Nacua? You said Puka. We're talking earlier today. You said Puka.
I need more information. So I'm starting a team. These are my options. Or do I know who my quarterback is? Because quarterback is very important. Who's my quarterback?
Let's pick a middle. Let's pick Dak Prescott.
Ooh. I don't think there's a wrong answer. I would pick Puka because I feel like you can move him around the field more. You put him in... And I want to be careful because I'm not sure if Minnesota is doing this with Justin Jefferson. The Rams games I've seen, Puka's been outside, he's been inside, he's been in the slot. He's coming out of every single direction.
They're doing that.
And I recently played a Madden game where that's exactly what happened.
Justin Jefferson was just in the slot, and it was supposed to be a screen pass to the left, and he threw it to Aaron Jones.
He's not going to hit 1,000 this year. I don't care what the coach came out and said. I want Puka because I can put him in more different situations. I could utilize him as a jack of all trades. Put him inside, outside, coming from the backfield. Jefferson just wants to catch the ball from. Hey, he doesn't have a quarterback to get
He
the
has
ball.
yak. He gets yak. It's
This year is just skewing what we all know of Justin Jefferson, and it's really not his fault.
It's really baffling to me how bad this has gotten for Justin Jefferson. Listen, Justin Jefferson is for real, perfect, ideal wide receiver. He's not a diva, and he's great like one. Now, he might be doing stuff behind closed doors, which I hope he would be. But he's doing his damn thing.
How much can he really influence? I mean, until the team decides on who they want as a quarterback, he's stuck.
It hasn't stopped the other wide receivers from complaining.
And what has that really
Look at AJ Brown.
They didn't move away from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts didn't start coming out and throwing the ball 40 times a game. All his complaining is doing is highlighting what we've all been watching all year long. Hey, you're not using your weapons appropriately.
Tyreek Hill?
That got him out of Kansas City. Oh, number 9.
Yo, where's Justin Jefferson?
He's not over there celebrating with him. Yo, throw me the ball so I can score.
It's really
out here doing the gritty.
It's getting me sick. Oh my God, the cart for Judkins.
Olave? Who's that? Oh, drop. Was that a catch? It'd be funny if they said that was a catch. The Saints?
Bro, listen, that's a whole different. Oh, he can't even put his foot down. I did not see the injury.
Okay, are the Browns cursed? Seriously, if there was such a thing as cursed and we believe in them,
the Saints.
Why the Saints? I would think the Browns, who've never the
No.
Saints have at least won a Super Bowl and within the past 10 years or so been a functional team that we all recognize with Drew Brees.
The moment I saw that tackled offensive pass interference for defense that they did not call, I swear it's rigged or they're cursed. Because I don't know how the hell the referee who's sitting right there.
Oh, what
didn't
happened?
see that.
What
He
happened?
said, no, you talking to him after the ball got there. What ball? Was there 2 balls in the air that I didn't see? Like, what are you talking about?
It's a touchdown.
Not short. You got 3 timeouts. Use that joint. Like, what the hell?
20 seconds left. Oh, who called the timeout? The Chargers?
Yeah, you don't want the ball on offense,
Okay.
you better.
The Chargers are in the red zone against the Cowboys right now, and Justin Herbert
I need Amari Hampton to get a touchdown.
just
Amari Hampton
underhand
gets
threw
3
a
touchdowns.
pass to Keenan Allen, who got the
Oh,
ball
he
to the
needs
1.
send it.
Sean Jenkins, see you next year, buddy.
Yo, all right, and then just and this is a preview for our second half conversation. So we're talking about we're gonna be talking about wide receivers. We also want to talk about the reemergence of tight ends.
The reemergence or the erosion of tight ends. Are they going away?
Do you think we have less tight ends now than we did like 10 years ago?
Truth be told, I think we have more athletic tight ends that are doing amazing things. It's just 10 years ago we almost had the staple tight, whoever the dominating tight end was, and then maybe 1 or 2 more. I think today there should be more talk about tight ends because they're faster, they're bigger, and the Bills doing the Cowboys doing their version of the tush push. Oh no, it was the Chargers.
Yeah, and I need Amari Hampton to get that. I'm bitter. So, and then what else are we also going to talk about? We're going to talk about we have to lock in today. This is not planned. I'm just adding this right now. We got 3 weeks. We got to lock in our seedings. projected seedings of the playoffs.
Oh, that works. My team's in the play. Oh, your team.
Yeah, but is the Patriots going to be number 1 seed, or you think the Broncos are going to hold on to it?
I think the Patriots will be the number 1 seed only because the Broncos have won how many games in a row now? So they're due to stub their toe. They have an 11-game win streak. They're due for a loss. As great as momentum is going into the playoffs, you don't necessarily want to go into the playoffs not having made a mistake that you need to refocus and lock in for. So I think the Pats are going to ultimately end up with the number 1 seed because of that.
Okay. How many games behind the Broncos? They're 2 games behind or 1 game behind?
It's 1 game because the Pats are 11-3 and the Broncos are 12-2.
Okay. Do you think the Ravens are going to make the playoffs?
The Ravens are still not yet statistically eliminated from the playoffs.
They're not. They're 1 game behind, right?
Earlier in the year, I was a bit more convinced that they were likely going to make it. But, hold on. Did we talk about this? We know Phillip Rivers is back in the league.
Yeah, we know.
44-year-old Phillip Rivers is back in the league, and it was an interesting game to watch because he couldn't throw the ball more than 10 yards. He could not throw the ball any more than 10 yards, and all week long, all I heard was, hey, he's got some zip on that thing. And you know what? That's what you're supposed to hear. Listen, I was watching Pat McAfee. Got some zip on that thing. I'm like, wait a minute, what? He came out and looked every much a 44-year-old quarterback that we expected.
He did.
And so I think could the Colts find themselves on the outside looking in? Because my understanding is that Phillip Rivers is starting again this week.
Yes, he is. So you're saying, is there a chance the Colts fall out of the playoffs?
Because if they do, the Ravens would be the obvious team to replace them as the number 8 team.
The Ravens can only get in via division winning, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me take a look again just to make sure.
Oh, in which case, the Steelers, are they scheduled to play the Steelers?
Let me take a look here and see.
Oh, man! Could Week 18 game between the Ravens and Steelers determine the winner of the division?
But I believe what?
Hold on, what happened? Was this a punt that they prevented from going
No!
to the end zone?
That was a Josh Allen rolling back. Hold on, did he? Wait, that's not a safety. Are we sure? Like, bro, how? He just kept running. Oh, the ball was not in the end zone. Ooh, if I'm the Browns, I'm calling timeout. Get that quarterback. You really scrambled back 15 yards. Oh my gosh.
This is where you gotta use a challenge and hope that it works in your
Nah,
favor.
you don't challenge that. He was definitely not. The ball did not cross into the end zone.
I'd like to see the overhead view on that for confirmation. Oh, you know what? They're gonna give it. His elbow was down just before
Yeah,
the. Okay,
that's what it was.
His elbow's fully down. Okay.
Could the Browns come out with a safety? Oh, don't say false
start.
start. Oh,
Let's
my!
push
You
him
can't
back.
go back where?
Let's push him back. Hey, listen. They've got Myles Garrett ahead of them with his, with his eyes wide open and licking his lips.
He's like, wait, the record-breaking sack could be a safety? Yo.
It's like, ooh, I didn't plan that one. You know how many players get false starts when Myles Garrett is ahead of them? I saw Twitter. I'm sorry, an X.
Is that really
compilation?
I did not see that.
Still third down.
That's incomplete. Like, are we really questioning that? They're looking at the Panthers catch.
His left foot was.
They can't even knee it. You got to tush push it. Because if you knee it, you're in the end zone. It's a safety. Yo, close up the A gap. Why aren't you closing the A gap?
I would have come out in goal line.
Yeah, like I'm A gapped up. Like there's no question about
pinch,
it.
goal line pinch, everybody.
Like, yo, 2 safeties back deep, but everyone's in the A gap. Okay. So right, you're saying
Week 18, Ravens versus Pittsburgh. It's gonna be for the division.
Because so
Oh, wait a minute. Let's before we even get that far. They're playing the Patriots today, and they're gonna lose.
Yeah, no, they are gonna lose. I hope they lose, and I hope my Steelers win today. So
Who the Steelers got today?
Steelers got the. We're probably gonna lose too. The Lions,
Oh,
and the Lions are playing for something. Okay, so hold on. So just to kind of give you some confirmation on this, right now the seventh seed is the Texans at 9-5. Okay, the Ravens are not gonna. The Ravens are 2 games behind the last place in the playoffs. So,
so they need to win the
They
division.
need to win the division, which they're only 1 game behind. Which we right now we have a tiebreaker over the Ravens. So even if they tied us right now, because I believe we played them earlier and we beat them, we have the tiebreaker.
So then we gotta hope that they have to hope that the Lions beat the Steelers
Yes.
and on the
Week
week
18
18.
they win. They'd have to hope that they win today and the Lions win today.
Oh well, sorry, Ravens, can't help you out there because the Patriots should win today, coming off a loss. I believe Vrabel should have his
And now
players
the
ready
Colts. What would the Colts need to win? Who are they playing today? They're playing the 49ers. I think the Colts are out. And that sucks.
They're the team that I
sucks.
see
They
more.
went all in this year. Sauce Gardner gave up their first round picks.
Hey, this is not the NBA where you could just put together a dream team and say, "Hey, championship." It's still predicated on the health of the quarterback and so many things working.
So disappointing. All right, y'all. We about to take our halftime break. Yeah, so we got some conversations. We're gonna talk about the second half, wide receivers, tight ends, the final playoff push, and we're gonna lock in our seedings. We're gonna go through, and we're gonna say who we got having the only 4 teams have clinched a playoff spot. The Broncos, the Seahawks, the Eagles, and the Rams. None of them has locked a playoff seed, but they've locked a playoff spot.
That just speaks to the competition that's going on within each division and each conference. Listen, no one expected the Eagles to be this. No one expected the Detroit Lions to have the record that they have this year. So I get it.
All right. And if you have anything else that you want to talk about, put it in the chat for us. Let us know. We could probably talk about it.
We do read and respond to the chats.
Yep. And hopefully you start Jennings. Jay Rogers too. All right. Do your thing. Hold on, can you go hit pause on that? Wait, no, don't hit pause on that. Turn off the camera. No.
This camera?
I got it. We gotta turn off the camera.
Hey, yo, listen, mics are hot. No more talk. Mics are hot.
You sure? I was just about to give tonight's winning lottery numbers, but okay, I'll keep that to myself.
No,
All right.
don't share the script. Don't share the script.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Welcome back. The Bills and Browns are playing a pretty interesting game. I know the Bills are up right now 20-10, but the Browns are keeping it sneaky.
Is that more of an
interesting.
indictment on the Bills?
I believe so. If you're a Super Bowl contending team, you should be playing and beating a 3-11 team handily. You should be dominating them more beyond just the score. It should be as you're watching the game, like, okay, this team's clearly better. But the Browns just look like they're a feisty team who's competing right now.
Well, okay, so let me rephrase it. I know everyone's saying, no Mahomes. Lamar might not be in the playoffs. This is Josh Allen's year. Here's the issue. Does Josh Allen's... Oh, damn, he got stepped on. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Does Josh Allen and the Bills this year look like a championship contending team?
Not fully. However, tell me which team in the NFL actually looks like a championship caliber team.
Rams. Seahawks.
Championship caliber?
Yes.
I'm with you with the Rams. The Seahawks?
That defense is keeping them legit. The Texans.
I think more than any other year, this is the year that the end of the playoffs seem so wide open. There's no team that's just been dominating week in and week out. Every team has had their ups and downs and have navigated the season to the best of their ability. Oh, the Cowboys are eliminated from the playoffs. I didn't realize that. Well, obviously, the record of the Cowboys. Last
when
week,
the
did
Eagles won last night, it was officially eliminated.
What a shame. Okay.
But I honestly, and this is gonna lead us into the playoff seeding. I'm not fully sold on the Bills this year. I know they're saying this is the best year for Josh Allen to win it, but I don't think they don't seem to be a great team. Let's just be honest. Are the Bills a great team?
I don't know about great. They're a competitive team. They're a team that when it's rolling, it really is rolling. It just doesn't seem to be consistently rolling enough. Ooh, look at this. 6-9 now. Ooh-wee. Fireworks in the Chiefs-Titans game. The score is Titans up 9-6.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, my fault, guys. I'm supposed to give my score updates. 1 second here. All right, score updates
Got a barn burner.
for the second half. 20-10, Buffalo leading the Browns. Keyshawn Judkins is out the game, and looks like he's not coming back. Chargers up 24-17 over the Cowboys. Tennessee 9-6 over Kansas City, and Tennessee is also in the red zone. Cincinnati's 24-14 over Miami. 9-6 Saints over the Jets. 10-13 Minnesota beating the Giants. And 10-13 again, Carolina beating the Bucks. But the Bucks are in the red zone. How many tipped passes, interceptions are happening today? My Lord. That one was on Shador.
Yes, it was.
That one was on Shador.
He pump faked him and then didn't throw it up over. He didn't layer the pass, as they say. He just tried to throw it right over his head. And yeah, that's what's going to happen if the player just puts his hands up.
All right. So back to the Bills. I do not believe in the Bills this year. I can't.
I think what the Patriots, and I don't mean to bring up the Patriots, but I think what they've done this year has made the AFC has had a lot of people looking at the AFC East a little closer. For all intended purposes, the AFC East was supposed to be Josh Allen's until he decided to retire. And here we are. We have a second-year quarterback who's led their team to, at least this week, a better record than yours, and who seems to be threatening that, hey, buddy, I'm here. I'm here. I'm younger than you, and I'm probably going to be around for a while. And so I think that's causing everybody to look at Josh Allen and say, well, hold on, buddy. When Brady was here, it was his division. There was never any, hey, is this year's? So
is Mark Sanchez going to win the division? That was the closest. It was a question. Is Mark Sanchez going to win it this year?
So
And that was only 1 year.
I'm with you though. I don't think any team looks dominant. I think so many teams
Not so much about any team looks dominant though. The Bills look less than dominant. Like okay.
They look like an average team, a bit slightly better than average.
If I told you the Bills are playing the Broncos, who do you think is going to win? Based off what you've seen this year.
Oh, listen, the Broncos have pulled together some
tough
wins last
Bills
minute
and
drives.
Patriots.
I'm a Pats fan, so I'm biased.
Yeah, and the Patriots were up 21-0 at one point. You know what I mean? Bills and Jaguars against...
Every team that you're saying, that other team has done a bit more to catch my eye than the Bills. So clearly they're performing at a better level than the Bills.
Chargers, Texans. The Colts now no longer considered. Honestly,
Wait a minute. You might convince me that the Bills are on a downward trajectory if they don't kind of pull it all together.
They are on a downward
Just think about
trajectory.
the teams that you just mentioned. Jacksonville's been a mess, but this year they seem to be pulling it
together. Liam Cohen. Yo, listen, it's really weird. He learned how to say it, and now they started winning. It's really like it's.
Was that the cure the whole time? Hey, learn how to pronounce this.
Learn how to pronounce your city, bro. You can't coach our city and not know how to say our city name. I don't know. And then we also got to talk about these referees too.
They've been a number of bad calls this year.
And their CBA's up.
Oh, hold on. Are they just trying to make a point? Like, hey, guys, if you don't renew, this is what it can look like.
Listen, we'll talk about that one later if we have time today. If not, that might be in next week's comment. But I don't see the Bills. This could be a down year for the Bills.
Down year meaning what? They just win one playoff game? Or they make it to the playoffs and they're not even a one and done, they just make it and lose? So technically, who would they be facing right now if the playoffs started today? Do you have that up?
I do. They'll be facing the Jaguars.
And in my head, I'm already thinking, hey, we've got a somewhat resurging Trevor Lawrence who's performing it. I don't want to say they're winning purely because of him.
No, but I will also say he has been probably he's been a top 3 quarterback these past 5 weeks. In every set. He's either 1 or 3.
So once you got rid of the Drake Mays, the Baker Mayfields, and the Sam Darnold, was it Sam Darnold the third quarterback that was performing extremely well? Oh, Daniel Jones.
No. I mean, for the past 5 weeks since the bye week.
No, I get it. Ready? Once you get off at the beginning of the year, those are the 3 quarterbacks that everyone was talking about. From that point on, you're saying Trevor Lawrence has kind of quietly, steadily improved his positioning and stats in various categories, and the role that the Jaguars are on would support that.
Hold on. I don't know if you truly understand what I'm saying. If you take his QBR, his yards per game, touchdowns, interceptions, name a stat, he is top 3 since the past 6 or 5 weeks. If the MVP race started 5 weeks ago and we got to now, he'd be number 1.
I don't want to listen, there are a couple of teams in the NFL, I've said this a few times, that you're going to have to show me some consistency. However, what the Jacksonville Jaguars done is I've looked at them and I've got an eye on them. I'm keeping track on them. I'm trying to stay on top of what it is that they're doing. They've been pretty impressive.
Remember how earlier in the year we were talking about maybe that was a bad contract?
For Trevor Lawrence, and he hurt us.
He hurt us. Listen, we love to inspire.
Doing our part. You might have convinced me.
The Bills might be a one and done. Because I just took a look. There's no way they're not making the playoffs. They didn't clinch a playoff spot, but there's no way they're not making it. They're the 6th seed right now. They're 10-4. The Texans are 9-5, and that's the 7th seed behind them. The 8th and 9th seed are both 8 wins and 7 wins. So unless the Bills somehow lose the next 3 games straight.
The wild card with the Bills is Daniel Jones, because I get it. As a whole, they haven't looked the greatest, but Daniel Jones, as we saw last week against the Patriots, he can single-handedly win
Josh
your game.
Allen?
I'm sorry, Josh Allen.
Okay.
Yes, Josh Allen can single-handedly win you a game, whether it be running or throwing. So he's the wild card for the Bills. They go as far as he can go, as he can take them.
Yeah, no, he is the engine. Now, Joe Brady, I think, is their offensive coordinator, and he's word is on the rumor mill that he's up for conversations, being head coach opportunities and whatnot. My only thing that I would say is I really question his offensive scheme. Dalton Kincaid is a great tight end.
Agreed.
Someone Knox. I can't remember his name. Dallas Knox? No. Dalton Kincaid. Whatever
his first name is.
The tight end, Knox. Another killer tight end. Fine. Keon Coleman might not be the great wide receiver we thought he was. But
I think he just has off the field issues that's impacting his ability to stay on the field.
It's him being late to meetings. It's him being disgruntled.
These coaches should know how to deal and manage that, though, because I'm sure he's not the only player or not the first time the coach has seen something like this. You have to be able to manage around things like this. Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the reasons that I'm a big fan of Mike Tomlin is because, for whatever reason, we next to never hear anything that's going on in Pittsburgh until the player gets drafted, and then you hear, oh, he was doing this, he was doing that. Antonio Brown was the first player I saw who was doing things that...
Concussion. But it really is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. And I have an issue with offensive coordinators who is having a hard time keeping their talented players happy.
Yes.
Like, okay, let's be really real. On an offensive coordinator, I have 1 running back and 2 wide receivers, maybe, and a tight end. 4 players. You probably have about 45 to 60 snaps per offense on per game. Fair to say?
That's fair.
You telling me you can't get at least each of them 10 quality touches? Because if the wide receivers are doing good, guess who's doing great? The quarterback. So you don't have to worry about the quarterback.
But the running backs now gets frustrated because, hey.
And honestly, you do screen passes and dump offs to the running back as an extended handoff.
Okay, I got
Yeah. Like, for an offensive weapon, one of your star, let's loosely use the term, star weapon, to be, you see, stop trying to fight for yards. That's what your ass gets. For you to have, like, it's like in basketball. Yo, you know what? Give it to the 2 guard, ISO.
Yeah, you have more opportunity to just...
A money play that you know is going to go to him. You have a scripted 15 plays. Your 15 plays should be focused on 2 to 3 players. 5 plays each.
I think that many teams probably come out with the intention to do that. However, the flow of the game often dictates...
But your scripted first 15 is what it is. Yo, the Chiefs are about to lose to the Titans. Crazy.
Hey, that's the impact of a quarterback.
But, you see what I mean? I don't like OC. Like, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have to be the greatest show on turf. You know what I mean? But, you know what? Prime example. The Rams. I was kind of curious how is it going to work with Puka and Devontae Adams on the same team.
They're both doing well, okay? Devontae Adams is having a great year, in my opinion. And Puka, well, he's... So hold on. If you had to decide, just from an outsider looking in, who's their number 1?
Puka.
And Devontae is just kind of the
He's an
established...
established complimentary piece that's leading the league in touchdowns. Guess what the OC did? I got him both. For some reason, it feels like a lot of these OCs can't manage 2 wide receivers. or two receiving options. And if you can't manage two, I can't put you as a head coach.
If you have two talented wide receivers,
you should be able to feed two.
You should come out every single week with the mindset and mentality of, really? Pick your poison, because this is what I got over here.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to take it even further. Dallas Cowboys. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. It's not the OC's fault that George Pickens disappeared the past few weeks. We all know about the effort and questionable effort on the field that was visible in the replays. But you can't say George Pickens didn't have his opportunity. That's why George Pickens can't complain. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm getting targets. I can't complain. If he wanted to complain, everyone would look at him and be like, bro, what are you talking about? They threw the ball to you like 12 times.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm agreeing with that first 15 assessment as well, because hey, during that first 15, we're not just designing plays, we're designing plays that we know should work to the weaknesses of the other
defense.
team. So you know what? 15, wide receiver 1, you're gonna have 5 of these.
Yep. Wide receiver 2, you're probably gonna get 3.
The running backs got to get a couple, because we can't just come out here and play. And so it should be more doable than it should work more seamlessly than what it seems like it works around the league.
So I don't like the Bills' offense, and I think the defense is not that great. And Josh Allen is making up for that lack of offense.
That's why I view him as the wild card here. So you know what? That's a good question. What is the Bills' offensive identity?
Josh Allen.
Not good enough. So, for example, the Patriots' offensive identity, for the longest time, they were using short runs to substitute for the running game.
Yes.
So, hey, no, we never needed a top 5 running back, because I'm going to get the ball out so fast to these wide receivers, it's going to be like a running game. Yes. 3 to 5 yards, and then I'm going to eventually get you downfield for some, because you're so worried underneath. The Chiefs have evolved in their approach to the game, let's say. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, it was very explosive and, hey, we're just going to outscore you. And they've had to evolve and redevelop themselves as, hey, we're going to win. But a lot of it is still on Patrick Mahomes. I just feel that the Bills' system is a bit too reliant on Josh Allen and him making up for their shortfalls. Keon Coleman needs to get back on the field. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, why he's showing up late.
It's late, and he's also disgruntled.
Disgruntled to what? You're on the NFL team, and we are a playoff team.
Listen, I don't want to call him a diva for this. I do not want to call him a diva for this.
So he just wants to be more the reason that the team is doing better?
Not even more the reason. He's not even a part of. He's not even a question point right now. He is not involved.
This is his second year, third year?
Second. He's not involved. He's doing cardio out there.
Oh, so you're saying that this is a quarterback and wide receiver issue?
No, I don't think it's a quarterback wide receiver issue. I think it's an offensive scheme issue. Because he had the same issue with Stephon Diggs. He had the same issue with Stephon Diggs. It made people wonder if Stephon Diggs was washed for a bit. Remember that was a conversation?
Yeah.
When he went down to Texans, they're like, man, you're getting a washed up Stephon Diggs. He balled. And then we're like, well, no, now off the ACL, he's definitely going to be... He's doing really good here in Patriots in New England. So he was never the issue. Joe Brady seems to... Ooh, this is going to sound bad. It's going to sound bad. He seems to be a different Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly, I love the reference. Oh, man.
Or if Chip Kelly and Adam Gase had a kid... it's Joe Brady.
Gold star for the references today.
Listen, I got a talented quarterback who's gonna carry me. I'm not gonna scheme the rest of y'all open, because this is my scheme.
Oh, so your scheme being let the quarterback figure it out,
and you not even let the quarterback figure it out. I'm not calling plays for you. Listen, you gotta meld into my image of what I want the team to be. And if you can't, get lost, or you're just gonna be out there as a decoy. I don't care.
Don't we see these coaches that refuse to work from the perspective of the team's perspective? We see these coaches who choose, hey, my perspective over the team. They don't last long.
They don't last long. But you know what helps them? What hides them?
When you have a play like Josh Allen.
Exactly. You know Adam Gase? You know who Adam Gase was hiding behind for a lot of his career? Peyton Manning.
Oh my god!
And Woody Marks is out. That's great.
Wow.
Damn. Yo, this
He just did a Madden scramble and still threw the touchdown in the back of the end zone.
Yo, I really feel sorry for Carolina Panther fans. I feel so sorry for Panther fans.
Why? Because every couple of weeks, Bryce Young comes out and shows glimpses of.
Exactly. It's like I don't want to sign him, but we kind of. Again, I think we were talking about this last week. They're probably gonna make the playoffs. I think they will. But if he wins one game in the playoffs, you got to pay this man over $55 a year.
Listen, I'm not an owner yet, or I'm not part of any ownership group yet, but I gotta tell
Let us
you,
run the lottery. Change that conversation real quick.
It really bugs me a little bit when we're talking about playing these players who we've got years of them on film now. This is where you got to go to them and tell them, listen, we'll give you 5 for 100, but only about 40 if it is fully guaranteed. 40 if it is guaranteed. We're gonna put incentives for the rest of this stuff. We can't just up here making you the highest up there. It just. However, if he wins one game, wouldn't he be the first quarterback since Cam Newton?
Cam.
And Cam was a while. I know we have Cam on the mind because he was at the Patriots, but Cam's success with the Panthers it's been some time.
It has been some time, and it's been severely downplayed. What Cam did with the Panthers, Hall of Fame worthy.
Listen, I remember those years, and it's a shame how we sometimes play around with because he didn't win a Super Bowl, and because one of the memories that many people have burned into their brains
Not
is
him diving on the ball.
that situation. I think those two things are used to a lot of times criticize him and downplay his success and what he accomplished.
Yeah,
However, when you look back at those teams, take Steve Smith away, and what else was going on for the Carolina Panthers? And I know they got McCaffrey towards the latter stage of Cam's career.
Wasn't there for that.
But what that man was able to accomplish shouldn't be slept on. I mean, it led to players like Anthony Richardson being given a chance in the NFL.
It did. And the Colts regret that right now.
Absolutely. Hold on. So what's going? Where is Anthony Richardson?
Well, he was injured. Remember?
Okay.
He just got cleared. They opened up his practice window. He was put on the IR. He really, apparently, I don't know what the hell he was doing with them stretch bands, but reports where he couldn't see out the left eye for a little bit. Yeah, it was blurry. Like for some reason they had. It sounds like a joke, but I swear, I shit you not. This is what I saw. He damn near needed a monocle because his other eye was perfectly fine, but the fractured orbital also hit his eye where it did sustained injury where it took a minute for his vision to come back to the eye.
Damn.
So when it was blurry, so he needed a monocle or like a one lens glasses so that he could kind of see with the left eye. So of course, listen, if you can't see out the left side, you're not going out on that field. Period.
Since we're talking about quarterbacks that were recently cleared and whatnot, everyone, you should know that Deshaun Watson, he started practicing again, and talks are they may give him a shot next year. We just might need to see what we got with that young fella. Okay? He's practicing, he's off the injured reserve list or whatever was going on with him, and he's still collecting about $20-something million a year.
This better be trade bait. This better be for trade reasons. It better be for trade reasons.
Who is trading for Deshaun Watson after about 5+
I think
years
they're trying to hype up his
inactivity?
value right now to trade him away. Because under no circumstance would I need him back.
Wow, he and his girlfriend, they were doing some
I don't give a shit.
community stuff. They were handing out turkeys and what. He and his wife actually, he's got married. I didn't.
What did Sean Payne say? Stop kissing babies. You ain't running for office.
So hey guys, Deshaun Watson, he might be coming back into the NFL. So all you fantasy football players out there, just keep an eye out for him next year because this is the year.
Thank you, Max. Should never be in the conversation. Like, no, we're done with Deshaun. Like, listen, I defended that man. I rooted for that man. Bro, it's done. It's done.
Listen, we're gonna
and
have
only Cleveland would be the one organization to somehow find a way to ruin this. Only Cleveland.
that part. Because you know what? I would like to think that at a bare minimum, they should see what they have in Shador, correct?
Yes.
So that being said, coming up into this year's draft, the Cleveland Browns, they should look for the right pieces to put around the Shador, make sure they shore up the defense. Their offensive line is going to be a concern because they've been good for a lot of years, but without any quarterback play, and all of them are in their early 30s or almost closer to the end of their career. But that was one of the funniest headlines I saw this week. Yeah.
No, I saw that too, and I'm like,
huh?
Cleveland. First off, and you know what? At first I was like, oh, this is probably to get like some off the news of, Stefanski Shador beef. But then I saw they were serious, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Hey guys, throw Deshaun Watson into the headlines to give us a break.
You know what? Yo, the only way to cover up this ineptitude is show more ineptitude. That's literally what Cleveland said. Hold my beer.
Listen, I was looking at their situation and saying, look, Deshaun was on the team because he had such a high probability for dead cap money if they just cut him. You know what? You're here. We signed this, whatever. We're just going to bring it to us. We're going to wait till you have a cap hit number that we can digest and we can live with, and then we're going to cut you. I did not expect any conversations that talks about, well, hey, he's practicing this week, and maybe I give him a shot to see what he got. No, you've got two young quarterbacks that you should ideally pick Shador and take those steps to see what you can get done with him. But you've got two quarterbacks in the room that you should be giving a shot over Deshaun Watson. Even when he was playing, he didn't look like the Deshaun Watson that anyone was expecting.
I don't even like Dylan Gabriel, and I still give Dylan Gabriel. You're right. I give Dylan Gabriel more of a snap.
I'm going with youth in that situation only because, listen, there's been enough. And you had your shot.
God damn, Cincinnati.
Oh, wow, that was a catch.
Is Joe Burrow going to be happy after this game now?
Listen. Did we talk about this last week or did we?
I think we might have glanced over it.
Joe Burrow might be the
this has
modern
become
age.
the quarterback episode. There's so much about quarterback
going on in the league
right now.
40-year-old Phillip Rivers, Joe Burrow coming out and essentially saying, hey, if he's going to be out there playing, he's got to find his fun.
I'm about to change our channel name to Seent That QB. What the hell?
But what does that mean when the quarterback's talking about, hey, he's got to make sure he's out here having fun?
No, okay, listen. I would give Joe Burrow a lot of grace in this sense, and this is the sense I'm going to give him. I also want to acknowledge when he did say that a few days ago. Before that, his house was broken into.
Oh, okay. So it might have just been okay.
So it was really it's a little time. They were on a road trip. Someone broke into his house, vandalized it, stole some that stuff.
There was a reporter that followed up with the question: is this football related or personal? And he was like, both.
Both. Yes. And listen, I left home to go on a work trip. I fumbled that to come back home to find out my house was broken into. It's both. All right?
Okay.
The second thing is, he wasn't supposed to be back. The original timeline was this week. No, literally this week. A week or two before Christmas was his original return timeline. So what you're telling me is that he went through rehab.
Sped it up.
And sped it up by 3 to 4 weeks. You know what I mean? To come back to this. Listen, anyone who's ever... Alright, we're going to go into relationship journey here. You ever have a significant other and you, I'm about to knock her socks off. I'm about to go above and beyond. I'm about to do something crazy. And you didn't even get oh, okay. No. You know what you got instead? Her phone left open and you saw that Pizza Hut is not Pizza Hut. It's her ex, Mike, or whatever. Okay? That's literally... Damn, Justin Herbert. That's literally what that's equivalent to. Because, listen, and I know turf toe, people be talking about, but they need to change the name for turf toe for the injury because it's a torn ligament in your foot.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I've always thought that and here's the thing.
I thought it was stubbing your toe.
Yes.
I thought it was stubbing your toe. No, it's a torn ligament in your foot that can heal naturally, or sometimes severe enough, you got to go through surgery. He went through surgery, rehab through that, to give his team a chance to come back. And only because the AFC North is such a bad division right now that it really gave him a chance to still be competitive. They weren't eliminated from playoff contention until last week, for real.
I get it. You know what? Guess what? Maybe we're gonna put an asterisk next to this year for him and just assume
But
that.
no. We can't put an asterisk next to his year for him.
Why? He had to deal with injuries. The team on the whole had to deal with the fact that.
No. He had to deal with injuries this year, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And did he not have to deal with injuries last year?
The team. Well, this is where moving over to management now. You guys aren't doing enough to build up the defense.
No. I mean, Joe Burrow, didn't he deal with injuries last year? Joe Burrow was injured last year. But what about the year before that?
So I get it. He's
And
been injured a
before
lot.
that. He's only had one healthy year, and fortunately,
There's the year that he went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Could you think about that? He got paid off of that year. He got paid. That was the year that, like, wait a minute. Oh, geez, we got a quarterback that could do this. That year played a key aspect in him getting paid.
Yes, it did. But that's why I can't say we can put an asterisk on it, because honestly, at this rate,
Since that time, it's been injury.
You can't bank on, and again, I'm not going to count the ACL injury as something like that. Was pure offensive line, and that was a tackle to the knee. That it wasn't like a non-contact injury ACL tear. It was a in contact ACL tear. So different to me. God damn, we had that many people have 22 sacks in a year.
Who was Mark Guest? Okay,
1984.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, wait, what? Who is this guy? 20 sacks that I've never. Miles Garrett is still 2 sacks up.
He's 1 sack away from the
one.
record. He's 1 sack away from the record.
What's the record?
22 and a half.
He's got 20.
I think he had 22.
I could have sworn that.
I saw 22. Oh, you can rewind.
Oh, that's see.
Thank God.
Listen, we have a couple monitors and screen. Well,
yeah, 22.
Oh, geez, I saw the.
Yeah, that was like who those 4 people with 22. Yeah.
Look at that. So all he needs is half a sack.
Yeah.
He's gonna tie it, but he gets one.
And he could have had it on that safety. Damn. All right. So all that to say, I don't believe in the Bills. And all of that. I don't believe in the Bills. But anyway, so with that being said, hold on. No, the trade for Watson made sense at the time. Okay, I agree. The trade for Watson did make sense at the time because we thought we if he was who he was in Houston, so worth it. Okay? he that was not a fall off, Max. Man disappeared. He's like, oh my God, Miles Garrett really wants that sack. And Baker was not performing like but Baker still led them to the playoffs that year before, and he was just injured.
That's where I give them fault.
The trade was valid. We're not questioning the trade. I'm questioning who would want to trade for him now. Okay, that's what I'm questioning right now, Max. Who would trade for him now? Right now, no one would trade for him. Or should. Ooh, you think the Vikings? Because the scandal.
What?
The scandal.
You can't make an argument like you just did. Say, well, hold on. Well, since all that's behind him now, maybe the Vikings should. So wait a minute. You want the Vikings to sit 9 and give Deshaun Watson of all people a chance? They're better off going to get Tua. Matter of fact, hey, I think Brady's only 2 years removed. Why don't they go check on Brady? If Phillip Rivers can be in the league right now, Tom Brady can just can give us another year and a half or something like that. No, listen, Deshaun Watson, sorry, brother. Congratulations on you. You know what he's going to do? He should just take his money and ride off into the sunset, never to be heard from again.
It was guaranteed. You got paid already.
You got all of your money, minus what you had to pay in taxes. Based on the situation you're facing, I'm sure, presumably, you're not running around anymore. Who knows?
I would hope.
Who knows?
Could you imagine if this offseason comes out and then there's another 15 women that came out from his time in Cleveland?
Hey, we were rehabbing with him during his injury, and he was still gyrating in the air. Listen, the news reports on these stories just be the most hilarious. They were describing whatever he was actually doing as, well, he started gyrating in the air while getting him like, wait, what?
It felt good. Like, what? Yo, listen, honestly, something you listen to these reports and you're like, as a writer writing this report, you're like,
Thank God I don't have to read this on here.
I'm glad I got this on a recorder as proof because ain't no one finna believe me. Oh my God. Okay. Back to the original question at hand.
Yeah, it's not the Bills year.
It's not. And what are people gonna say? Because everyone's saying this is the best opportunity they've ever had.
No, well, listen, people should be used to it. Only team in NFL history to make it to the Super Bowl 4 times and not win one. So guess what? You guys are used to high expectations and not finishing the job. Sorry. It's nice when you get a player like Josh Allen and, hey, guys, we finally got the right quarterback. It looks like we might be able to get the job done this year. And unfortunately, if they didn't get it done the year that they had Stephon Diggs, which I still think is a pretty quality receiver, their wide receiver composition right now isn't going to get the job done for me. And I know they've got Josh Allen, they've got James Cook. The defense doesn't
Can James Cook be the good Robin to Batman to be enough? I don't know if it's gonna be enough to win the
No,
Super
because
Bowl.
when you get to the playoffs, they can potentially isolate James Cook and take him out of the ball game. Now, if you do that, you just put more on Josh Allen's shoulders, and he technically could take over a game. I could see Josh Allen throwing for 300 yards and rushing for.
But to who?
Oh, well, Keon Coleman better get on the field.
Listen,
And so you know what? That's what's
Again,
missing. He doesn't have a steady offensive scheme. You're right. No, that's what everything we're saying boils down to.
Yeah, but
offensive scheme.
It's the opposite. Joe Brady does not seem to know how to have a feature offensive player who's not named Josh Allen.
Oh my!
I do not think he is that great of an OC right now. Listen, tell me what has Joe Brady done this? Not even this year. These past few years. That hasn't been Josh Allen themed or centric. What are you rewinding for?
The Bills were presumably in field goal range.
Yeah.
What happened? Because the Browns have the ball now.
Go back again. What down was that? One more. Go back a few more. Were they going for it on fourth down? They went for it on fourth down.
Okay.
Yo, if Cleveland wins this game,
That's
I'm done. Yo, bro, listen.
That's what caught my eye. I'm like, okay, here we are talking. In my head, I said, okay, worst case scenario, the score is going to be 26-17. It makes it a little harder for the Browns to potentially win this. However, these are the games that if Shador can pull this one off, where it's technically a fourth quarter comeback, these are the type of games that should give the Cleveland Browns some hope moving into the future.
You're focused on the Cleveland Browns. I'm focused on the Bills.
Listen, you know one thing we learned about quarterbacks like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? They never wanted the other guy to even see the field or anything along those lines. And
What they got to do with this?
do they need to... No, that's not fair.
Do they need to bench Josh Allen? Bench him for what? Wait, bench him for what? They haven't clinched a playoff spot yet. Oh, is that Dylan Sampson?
30, I don't know who 30 is.
Williams.
Who's
Okay.
that?
I don't know, running back.
That's not fair. It's okay. Ready?
Wait,
so
so what are you trying to say about Josh? Are you saying about Josh Allen?
I had a thought that escaped me, but you can't bench him. You need to keep playing him. So the solution is you bring in a new offensive coordinator?
Okay. You know what? There we go. And I think that's where I'm really getting to. If I'm the Bills and we're one and done in the playoffs, Joe Brady, you got to go.
That's fair. It's an offensive league right now, and I feel
And I would be praying that Miami fires Mike McDaniels.
Oh, that would be interesting. Pierre McDaniels with
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. He wouldn't need to do 700 film 700 highlights of Josh Allen to get us.
Oh, he only did nothing. He's like, yo, last year.
Josh, I got you. I got you, bro.
He's gonna be like, all right, cool.
I got you.
All right, cool. Shakir, good. Keon Coleman, he'll be doing that for Keon Coleman. He's gonna be like, I don't know why they weren't using you, man. Because I'm telling you right now, honestly,
that's an interesting take. Maybe we get a new offensive coordinator out there, and to I think Coleman can be a productive wide receiver in the NFL based on his limited snaps on the field that we've seen. He could be productive.
He's not a possession catcher. He's a high point catcher. He's a contested catcher. That's the word I was looking for. He's a contested catcher.
Have you ever heard wide receivers say they're not open? They're always open.
Oh,
but
have you seen that AJ Brown commercial for Geico?
No.
It's like they're like, sometimes athletes talk a different way. Sometimes you don't understand, so we have a translator here. He's like, so I saw it, I thought it, and I manifested it. And the person's like, so he saw the commercial for Geico, and then he went to the link and he got it. And then he's like, and they're just like me, always open. And he's like, they're open 24/7. Always, and point to the camera, always open.
Yo, how you said
no one can cover him.
Jalen
Always open. Except Geico. Geico can only cover him. Always open. I was like, damn. Love it.
Yo, who are you talking to, bro?
Subbing his quarterback.
Hey, this Bills-Browns game is getting interesting because presumably they'll hit this field goal now. It'll be 23-20.
It'll be a field goal game. Yep. It's a
and
field goal
the
game.
Browns defense has just showed you that, hey, Josh Allen, we could stop you if absolutely necessary. You were in the red zone for Pete's sake.
I'm not firing the head coach from the Bills. I'm really firing the offensive coordinator.
I think that's fair. Before you, I think
because okay, I think Joe Brady's purpose has been served. During there was the year after Stephon Diggs showed up Josh Allen on the sideline. Okay? I think Joe Brady came in and did the Mike McDaniel for Tua, did that for Josh Allen, because Josh Allen couldn't think. And honestly, Joe Brady at that point was like, we're just going to ice out Stephon Diggs. Honestly, it's pretty much what he did. We're going to ice out Stephon Diggs. And then now, you got Josh Allen, his mojo back. But the issue is, I don't know if Joe Brady knows how to run an NFL offense. Because I think he came from college. I don't know if he knows how to run an NFL offense with featured players. There's two great games going on right now. It's the Panthers and the Bucks is one game, and the Browns Bills is another.
Panthers and Bucks are fighting for the NFC South.
Why's your laptop so far from you?
I just ended up putting it there, and I don't want to move it closer so the wire doesn't move and blink us out.
Okay. But yeah, no. Okay. So
oh, wait a minute. He went to LSUS?
oh, your alma mater.
Look at that. Listen, I'm going to reach out to him. Look at that.
That's crazy. He was a passing game coordinator with wide receivers. Okay, even if you're the wide receivers coach, and you tell me you don't know how to draft a wide receiver? Mind you, and again, it's gonna sound bad. It's gonna sound like I'm hating. LSU had Jamar Chase.
Yes.
Justin Jefferson.
That's why I'm looking.
LSU is wide receiver university. I know some people don't think so, but I believe it is wide receiver university. Start it closer. No, you can start it closer. I got it.
No, this wasn't fully pushed in. I didn't realize that. All right, there we go. Not so you
can't find someone to draft.
Listen, Joe Brady.
You got no excuses.
A Super Bowl victory would be the only thing that preserves your job. And
No,
even then,
a AFC Championship is the only thing that preserves his job, in my opinion. And I don't even think he's gonna get there. I don't even think he's gonna get there. This is what Justin Jefferson got to do to get a catch.
Look at
This is what he got to do to get some yards. My God. Yeah, no. So, okay. Let's get to this.
So who do
In
you
the
put
AFC, the only one really in contention of it, I guess there's 3 teams in contention of being the number 1 seed. Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars. Who you got for number 1 seed?
I think the Patriots end up being the number 1 seed. And this is not my biasness, only because the Broncos are on an 11-game winning streak.
So Broncos would have to lose 2 games because the Broncos got the tiebreaker on the Patriots. So the Broncos would need to lose 2 games.
Hold on, they have the tie.
Yeah, because they've had the tiebreaker all season. I think it's the division wins.
So then, I mean, from that perspective, they would need to lose multiple games, which...
They'll need to lose 2.
How likely is that week 6? So we got 2 weeks left. So, okay, you know what? Then just mathematically speaking, the Broncos probably got it. That's going to put the Patriots playing on wild card weekend against who potentially?
So first, let's just make sure. Their last 3 games are Jacksonville, Kansas City, Chargers. If they lose to Jacksonville today, Chargers will be playing for their playoff dreams. Chargers most likely be in a winning situation.
Look at that. A 10-4 team has to look at what it's coming down to for some of these teams.
Craziness. So you still got the Broncos. You don't think they might lose 2 games? And mind you, their next 3 games, 2 of them on the road, only one at home is against Kansas City, which they should win the one against Kansas City. If the Titans can beat you, the Broncos can beat you. Yo, they forced a 3 and out. Cleveland forced a 3 and out.
And this is why I believe you should at least build around Shador and see what you got there. The Cleveland's defense is not the worst. It's just when you don't have any offense,
You don't get motivation.
what do you okay, guess what? We start the game. We stop that offense. Our offense, 3 and out. We come out again. We stop them. Our offense,
I also want to make one thing clear. I'm not hating on Josh Allen. I believe Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL right now. I truly, truly believe that. I believe everyone's talking about Josh Allen don't have help. And to me, that's where I start pushing back. The offensive coordinator is not giving him help. You know what I mean? Like that's. I just want to make sure everyone understands where it's. I believe it's a Joe Brady issue. Joe Brady helped give Josh Allen his confidence back. It was needed. But that season of Josh Allen's life is over. You know what he needs now? He needs an offensive coordinator.
He's gonna unlock the next level.
That can not even unlock the next level of Josh Allen. That's going to.
Excuse me,
Who
Dak?
How were you throwing it to Dak?
Was that a? Huh? Wait, what was he doing?
Someone ran the wrong route. I'm guessing Turpin.
Chirping.
Okay. They need an offensive coordinator who knows how to build an offense. I believe Joe Brady. Okay, so this is what it is. Joe Brady can't build an offense. He could probably highlight a player or 2, but he can't run a full offense.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair given that since he joined the Bills, he helped get the ship back on track at a bare minimum.
Yes.
Now it's time to turn over the keys to somebody who can actually
build a whole NFL offense where it's like, yo, wait, we got to guard like, honestly, person who runs the offense like Kevin Stefanski, not Kevin Stefanski.
Harbaugh?
No, not Harbaugh. Who's the one for the Cowboys? The one that we all questioned before the season, and Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer is running an offense.
Scott Schottenheimer.
He's not doing an offense where it's like about CeeDee Lamb only. He's not doing an offense that's about Dak only. Look what happened. Javonte Williams, pretty much everyone wrote him off. Resurgence. George Pickens, who's the person that's like, I need to get targets. I'm gonna get you targets in the offense. It's not like he's like giving him targets that's completely off script and ruining the flow of the game. No, everyone, like, you never question the flow of Dallas's offense. Everything is in flow. It's in a flow. It's in a rhythm. We don't have that for the Bills. And everyone's going back and forth talking about it's that Josh Allen don't have no one to go to. Listen, at one point, I
see what you're saying. You gotta, and yeah.
So with that being said, I don't believe them this year. All that to say, I don't believe in them this year. And for that reason, I am going to give the Broncos the number 1 seed. Actually, you know what? I think if they lose 2 games, but the Patriots would have to win 2 games, and they face the Miami Dolphins, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think the Patriots have the 1 seed, Broncos have the 2 seed.
So you think the Broncos are going to lose at least 2 games in the? So I mean, the Patriots schedule the rest of the way. They should be there. I think there's only 1 game that I'm real. No, they got the Steelers. No, they don't. Hold on.
No,
They got the Ravens, Jets, and Dolphins. They should win.
Jets and Dolphins. Minimum.
They should go 3-0, but we're gonna put a little respect on the Ravens because of who their quarterback is.
So if they go 2-1, they'd have 13-4. The Broncos, I say, lose 2 games would be 13-4.
And the Broncos have the tiebreaker.
The Broncos have tiebreaker.
So that's why they're
Broncos number 1. All right, so Broncos have the number 1 seed. Patriots have the number 2 seed.
Now, what's going to be interesting, I don't know that I want to play, as the Patriots, I don't know that I want to play a young, surging, currently Texans teams. But it's either you're going to end up playing the Texans or the Bills. One of those two are going to be the number 7 seed.
Well, here's the thing. If the Jaguars lose and the Texans win, Texans are winning today. They're playing the Raiders. That's a win.
No respect.
Jaguars are playing the Broncos, so there's a chance that Jaguars could lose.
So there's a chance that actually Houston could finish with the
division
equal or better record than the Jaguars and win the division.
Yeah. So they have 2 division games left. The Jaguars have 2 division games left. The Colts and the Titans. That should be 2 wins right there. And if they beat the Broncos, the Jaguars...
Hold on, you're putting no respect on Phillip Rivers leading the Colts into...
Listen, my oxygen's precious to me. Don't make me... Damn it. Did Shador turn the ball over? Rewind that. Oh, wait, never mind. They're showing the replay. He got sacked.
So that was a 4th down play? They went 4 down 4?
Crazy work. So that's the Jaguars and the Texans. What's the Texans schedule looking like? Who are they playing for the rest of the year? Texans are playing...
They've got Colts,
the Raiders,
Chargers,
Colts. So there's really a chance that... All right, so then I guess the question for you right now is, who's winning the division, Jaguars or the Texans?
That's the more important question.
I like the Texans more, but they both got 2 wins coming up. Like, that's the thing. I got the Jaguars winning 2 games guaranteed. The Texans winning 2 games guaranteed. So it's really the Chargers. What are the Chargers going to do to them?
I'm going to be honest with you. I would be comfortable with either the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Houston Texans as a number 7 seed because Vrabel came from the AFC South and has some familiarity with the teams in that division.
Not the Texans defense. This ain't the same Texans defense.
Who was the coach when he was Vrabel's only been gone for 2 years. Who's the coach at? Isn't DeMarco Ryan?
Yeah, but D'Amico Ryans was there after Vrabel already left, and that was not the same defense that when Vrabel was there, bro. That Texans defense, I don't want to face that Texans defense.
I want the Texans to win the division and the Jaguars to slip into number 7. I somehow, in my heart, believe that the Jackson Jaguars are going to prove to be who we thought they were in the playoffs.
Listen, yes.
When the lights get a little brighter, hey, Trevor, now you've actually got to do it for real. This isn't pretend anymore.
It's not even about the lights being brighter. I honestly... Okay. Patriots, Jaguars, whoever faces the Texans in the first round got the hardest matchup. I value the Texans over the Bills.
If we've already identified offensive scheme being an issue for the Bills, the Texans seem to have a bit more stable situation in that front. If we're going with, hey, you know what, the offensive scheme's the problem with Buffalo, then you know what? Yeah, the team that has more consistency and belief in their offensive abilities, they should be the ones that come out on top.
Yo, listen, we're rooting for the Browns for Myles Garrett and for Myles Garrett and Shador Sanders. We root for Shador and Myles Garrett. All right, and again, if you're not seeing the chat, it's Max just said, is Myles getting the record or not? These two fools, aka us two, got him rooting for the damn Browns. Who would have thought? Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a Steelers fan. Why the hell am I rooting for the? I'm rooting for the Browns actually for 3 reasons. One, I don't believe the Bills are that good. I want the world
to support your case against the Bills.
And Shador Sanders and Myles Garrett. I don't mind him getting it. I like him as a defensive player. Being a TJ Watt fan myself, I like Myles Garrett as a defensive player.
Listen, I want the Browns to win because it helps improve the Patriots' standing. And I'm a fan of the Browns' defense. Again, if they can just find a Jag, just a guy who can...
You never want a Jag.
That's what they just need a capable, competent quarterback who can make some right plays and that they're willing to invest in and put the right pieces around him.
But you know what a quarterback also needs? He
Coach?
need one good wide receiver on the Browns offense right now. I thought it was Jerry Jeudy, but it's not. I really thought Jerry Jeudy was legit.
Jerry Jeudy is a number 2 wide receiver. He needs a legit number 1 for his abilities and what he can do on the field to really shine.
So he can't be a number 1.
I don't view him as a number 1. I don't think so.
That might be what it is then. I really thought Jerry Jeudy was that guy.
I think if you put a clip, so for example, just because he's a little bit older, but he's still having a pretty dominant season. If you put Devontae Adams on that team, and Jerry Jeudy slides down into a number 2 role, he's unbelievable.
We should build around Shador. He's not saying that we shouldn't build around Shador, but he's just saying they just need some sort of a competent quarterback, which is Shador.
Correct. Yeah,
Shador
I believe
seems to be competent.
I believe Shador is the person right now that they should be building around to see what they in fact have. Get him a better weapon, try to get him a legit number 1 wide receiver, and continue to shore up that defense. Invest some in your offensive line.
Yeah,
that's the direction they should be going.
No.
You're not going to keep getting these 20 sack seasons from Myles Garrett. And you're not. It's not going to happen.
So, okay. So back to my question to you originally. I just want to see something. All right.
I prefer to play the Jaguars.
Yeah, you should want to.
Pats.
So, 1, 2, 3. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4 seeding in the AFC is going to be Broncos, Patriots, Texans, Steelers.
So
I'm saying the Jaguars are going to fall to 7.
Yeah. No, I was thinking for the Steelers, you're thinking that
they're going to win the division.
I don't believe the Ravens are that good.
No, 100%. Yeah, I think we're all there. Look, the Ravens had a crappy season. It's even if they were to make it to
getting fired.
Is that his fault? Or I mean, their franchise player was injured and missed several games this year.
Yeah,
and when he came back,
didn't they start 0-4?
Correct. Slow start. It happens. I guess not what you want to be hearing when your quarterback is pursuing a Super Bowl.
4th and 1, you're up 3. In field goal range again. You go for it or you kick the 6. Touchdown means you lose. So
It's not going to be a tush push.
it's not a tush push. They're in a strong high formation. Foot. Oh! Damn! And this is why they're going to say he needs more help, because they're dropping passes like that.
First of all, why not take the 6 since you clearly have been
Take the
holding
3.
them? I'm sorry, yeah, take the 3. Hey, defense.
Yeah, pretty much what you said is my defense can't stop. I can't guarantee my defense is going to
Can stop Shedeur Sanders?
to drive down the field.
I can't. So, listen to what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what he said.
My defense that is expected to go into the playoffs here in a couple of weeks, I don't believe in them enough to stop Shedeur Sanders in a young Cleveland Browns offense that is trying to figure it out themselves.
No. But at least it's at the 11-yard line this time, not near midfield.
See, it's kind of making it seem like I'm rooting for the Bills, which I'm absolutely not. I just don't understand their logic.
You don't like incompetent decisions.
I would have.
Analytics say go for it. And listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting tired of analytics in sports.
Okay, I'm taking 3, giving myself a 6-point.
And now it's a
Please.
touchdown or bust.
Correct. Now you have to go down
Do
there.
you know
and
what
score.
happens here? They just have to get in field goal range.
And then get. That looked like it might have been a false start in the left tackle. Get rid of the ball, Shedeur. Oh! First down.
This is what he was worried about.
See? Now, mind you, Shadeur's had a bit of an up and down game. There's been a couple of interceptions. One that you could say is his fault. One that just bounced off the player's hand. Now you're giving a player who already has the confidence that, hey, I'm supposed to be here. I'm him. You're giving him a chance to go out and
Do it again. This wouldn't be his first time. Remember, he did it against Thing when they took him off the field for the 2 point.
all right.
Okay,
offensive
so
line.
real quick, you're 1 through 4 seeding.
No, I agree with you on that. It's going to
So
be
you
the
say Jaguars fall out, Texans come up?
selfishly, yes, I believe the Texans will move up. The Jaguars, which I would much prefer to face in the first round as the Patriots, it's end up being the Pats against the Jaguars first round.
Okay. Chargers definitely won this one. I think they got 2 division games after this.
So Bills are stuck in that number 6 seed. It looks like we're agreeing that they're going to be stuck in the number 6 if the Pats get the number 2 seed.
Actually, let me see something here. I want to see between them and the Chargers, is there a chance for them to move up to the 5?
Oh, listen, the Bills still have to play the Eagles.
They do? I'm taking a look at the remaining of their games.
The Bills got the
they got
Browns,
the-
Eagles, and Jets. Now they'll win 2
play
of
the
those
Browns right
games.
now.
They'll win at least one of those
Maybe,
games.
maybe.
At least one.
At least the Jets.
Yes.
Guaranteed. What happened?
They're considering intentionally
They got an
grounding.
elf on the shelf in that NFL game.
All right, they're reviewing intentional grounding because
Okay.
he was getting sacked going into the end zone.
Could the Chargers fall down to 6? Can the Chargers beat the Eagles? Didn't they play them earlier this year? Who were they playing earlier this year? Who the Eagles playing earlier this year that I thought they played them already? I'm gonna go with oh, that's interesting. The Bills might be 7. I might have the Bills at 7. Because if the Jags fall, I think they have a higher seeding than the Bills. And the Bills would be 7.
Is that
Jags
because
would
of
be
overall
6.
record?
I think because of division record.
See, and it gets a little interesting this year because it doesn't only boil down to record. It's how you head to head,
Yep.
division record. How did you play when it was 30 degrees outside?
I'm opening up the playoff machine real quick just so I can kind of see
Ow!
this. Week 16. Okay, so we know the Seahawks. Oh, that's already clicked in. Okay, I'm just gonna click on Bills winning this one, just hypothetically. And then where's the Jaguars? Let's say the Jaguars lose, and we say the Texans. Where are the Texans? Right there. Texans win for sure, right? Okay, I'm just gonna focus on those for right now. And then, oh, I gotta also choose the Chargers. Chargers is a win. Okay, so now, Chargers Texans. Who wins?
Chargers. That's a nice.
That's a great game.
I'm going with the
That should be a
Texans
primetime
only
game.
because of the defense.
Okay. And then we got Bills Eagles.
I don't like either one of those.
I don't like either one either. Jaguars over the Colts, and we'll just choose Bills for the win. Just so I could see. Tiebreaker wise. Okay, so right now, Chargers are the 7th seed, Jacksonville 6, Buffalo 5.
They moved up.
They moved up. Okay, hold on. Chargers. What? I don't have all the 16, you know. Okay, so right now, Chargers over Broncos. Broncos won. They're probably gonna be seeing some people. So Chargers. And then we got Colts Texans. Texans won that. And then where's the Jaguars? Oh, that's it. Against Tennessee. Okay. So that's all 17 games. Oh, wait. I don't have the Bills selected. I probably didn't choose them here. No, I did choose them there. I didn't choose them here then. Where's the Bills? I had them here. Didn't I choose the Bills here? Oh, wait. Was this the one where I don't know who we want to pick? Bills, Jets. Bills wins. Okay. So, hypothetically, we would have Los Angeles versus Patriots at that point. Just for the tiebreaker. So, we got Buffalo going 13-4.
Okay, Brown's gonna get it.
Wait, they're punting away? I know it's 4th and 32. Wait, he fell back that far? That is the one thing they always criticize about Shador. He always backpedals.
He has a tendency to float backwards.
32 yards though.
I would need to see the play.
Okay. So with that being said, I think then it really would be so Jacksonville has a tiebreaker over the Chargers.
Gardner Minshew tore an ACL. You were not joking when you said when it rains, it pours.
And that's why we were ahead of the curve when we turned this into the QB talk week. Hey, Mac Jones, somebody.
They're talking about Mahomes is gonna be here week 1.
If that's what you that's what you want to do,
Oh.
go for it. But I'm thinking you let
Oh,
Mahomes
no.
take as long as he needs.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
no, you let Mahomes take as long as he needs, and you go get another quarterback. You ready? Take this as a blessing in disguise. This is their opportunity to go for a soft rebuild.
No, this is a soft rebuild. This really is.
Damn, my Pittsburgh Steelers will be facing Buffalo in the first round.
Yeah, good luck with that. I was watching that. That would be an interesting matchup because Tomlin will clearly have the team ready. Tomlin's going to have the team ready, and I don't know what their head-to-head over the years has been. But I know Tomlin always has his
It's been
quarterbacks.
pretty decent.
Always has his teams ready to go. There's Baker Mayfield doing Baker Mayfield type
We always
things.
lose in the playoffs though.
All right. Yeah, so my AFC seeding would be Bills 5th, Jacksonville 6th, Chargers 7th. Do you agree with that?
Bills.
5th. Apparently I got them right now. What are they? 10-4?
Yes, sir.
They went out.
So we have them beating the Eagles.
Yeah, let me see if I flip that over to them losing to the Eagles. Wow. Whoa. So if
Hold on,
for
did that
some-
knock them out of the playoffs?
No, it did knock them out. But look, right? 5th, 6th, 7th. Buffalo's 5th. Jacksonville 6th, Chargers 7th. But for some reason, if the Bills lose to the Eagles, it's now Bills 6. The Chargers move up to 5. The Jaguars drop off to 7. Common opponents.
The common opponent is the tiebreaker in that situation.
Yes, because I believe that we have the Chargers beating them somewhere. No, I don't know. Must be common opponents.
So you know what? It's very critical that the Bills lose to the Eagles, and this is going to probably be the one game in the year.
And you're saying this for greedy reasons.
Absolutely. I would much prefer Josh Allen go against a defense like that. Hey, buddy, listen.
Yo, I'd much rather face the Chargers. I really would. I'd rather face the Chargers with my Steelers.
So I think we both have a reason to root for the Eagles coming up here. Okay, it would
You
significantly
root for Jalen Hurts?
No, you're rooting for the Eagles. He just happened to be on the Eagles. Okay. Oh, that's nuts.
Oh my God.
Because the reality is, as you look at the playoff picture here, Josh Allen is the most experienced quarterback within the group.
Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, gee, can I tell you, I completely forgot that Aaron Rodgers was leading.
I'm like, wait, hold on. Something, did I forget something? Did I miss something here?
Oh, is Josh Allen older than 40 now? I mean, he's the oldest, current in his prime-ish type quarterback that's the most competent in that group there. Minus Aaron Rodgers, who's 40. And I'll be honest with you, it's been quiet in the Pittsburgh front with what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I would have to look at. Now, I'm sure he's not putting amazing numbers or anything along those lines up, but he's got the team competing for a playoff spot, and that's
I think
what it's
him
about.
And the offensive coordinators these past 2 weeks have finally figured out how to get the offense running and also protect Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has been playing as in he's scared to get hit, but now I don't know if the offensive line got better for him and he feels more comfortable behind that line, but that's what it's looking like.
Look at this. He's thrown 22 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, which isn't spectacular, but it's not horrible. He's got a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Aaron Rodgers, he's only thrown for 2,500 yards though, which obviously you'd want to see that be.
No, I'd actually rather you save your arm for the playoffs. I really would.
Does DK Metcalf reach 1,000 yards over the next 2 games? Because he's currently sitting at about 808 yards.
808 yards, he needs 200 yards. If Aaron Rodgers has something to say about it, he's going to give him 1,000.
Okay. You remove DK Metcalf from that team?
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell is the second best receiver we got.
And he's got 332 yards on the year.
Yeah, but he's probably had these second in receptions up, right? Kenneth Gainwell?
Yeah. He's actually first.
He's first in receptions?
He's got 57.
Oh,
Metcalf
shoot.
has got 55.
Oh, damn. All right. Oh, and the Panthers beat the Bucks. Oh, the Panthers beat the Bucks.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Yeah, celebrate that. Wow. Panthers just won the division.
What? No. They face each other again in week 18.
Their confidence is going
If
up.
the Buccaneers win, and not if the Panthers win next week and the Bucks lose next week, it's over.
See, this is why this time of year tends to be so good because every win actually counts. Oh, look at this. Nice interception. He secured the ball.
Not a question. Yo.
Who do the Panthers have left on the schedule? Oh.
Who they got next week?
Seahawks and then the Bucks.
Who's the Bucks got next week?
Oh man, look at the NFL making these last few weeks meaningful. The Bucks got the Dolphins and Panthers. Oh man.
Oh my God. That gotta be Sunday Night Football on week 18. Oh, but you got us in the Ravens too.
Week 18 is gonna mean something. It's not just gonna be a hey, you could just rest your starters if you want.
No, not at all.
Oh God.
So think about it. The NFL found a way to not only add an extra game, but make these later games in the year meaningful and impactful. Because I think what many people were thinking was that, okay, hey, starters aren't going to play at the end of the year, but the NFL, no. These games matter.
No, you know what's even crazier though? Is that
Look at Atlanta still. Look at New Orleans still.
they need to fix flexing.
What?
They need to fix flexing. What do you mean? What about New Orleans? 4-10.
They're 3-2 in the division.
3 of their 4 wins came from in the division. That's crazy work.
I just want to confirm that. They are 3-2 in the division. And they're gonna win today against the Jets. Not that means much, but they're That is nuts. 3-2 in the division. Second game. Oh, number 9. All 9 has to do is run the clock. Oh, they've already won. The game's over.
Oh yeah, game's over. Yo. Okay, real quick. Let's just recap the NFC playoffs. NFC number 1 seed. I think the Seahawks.
They clinched the number 1 seed. Yes,
They did.
with that win over
The Rams.
the Rams this past Thursday.
Oh, so they clinched the number 1 seed or just clinched playoff?
Clinched number 1 seed. Either that or I'm pretty sure it said that they clinched number 1 seed. Either that or they're fully in control of their destiny.
They are fully in control. I remember that much. Okay, so if we go with that, who you got winning the NFC North? The Bears or the Packers? Oh wait, no, that win last night with the Bears and the Packers.
Packers are currently in 7th,
Yeah,
and Bears are in.
second.
Look at that! Look at the Bears! Look at the Bears, will you? The Packers season, I'm not overly expecting much from them, only because the Micah Parsons situation, you lost a pretty big piece on defense. Now, they were competitors before he got there. It's just that what he brought to the table was going to help push them over the top, I believe. So I'm honestly not expecting much from the Packers this playoff run.
So do you think the Packers fall out and the Lions get in?
Actually, yeah. They're not fully. Yeah, I think the Lions get in. They're gonna sneak in.
They got us this week. Who they got next week and the week after?
Oh, who is Ravens and Vikings? Yeah.
That's
The Packers. The Packers have the Ravens and Vikings left.
Okay. And the Lions?
Watch it be just a super easy schedule.
Steelers
Steelers and Vikings.
Vikings,
No,
Bears?
Steelers, Vikings, Bears. Yeah. Oh wow. So this isn't gonna be a cakewalk for the Vikings for the Lions either.
Who the Bears got left?
Look at the Bears, who started off the year almost laughing stocks. They got the 49ers and the Lions.
Are the 49ers in? Okay. If the Bears lose out, okay, time to the playoff predictor again. To the playoff predictor machine! Here we go. Okay, so we already know who won those games and everything like that. I said if the Bears lose out, but then let's say, realistically, let's say the Lions win today against my Steelers. Realistic. And who's the other team?
The Bears, Packers, and Lions.
Packers and Bears already played. Okay, cool. Next week, we got Lions beating the Vikings. No.
Yeah, that's easy.
Packers beating the Ravens.
Yes, because yes. They still have something to fight for. The Ravens do not, so I can see them.
Well, the Ravens still got playoff hopes, especially if the Lions
get in the playoffs and do what? And look like what?
Listen,
Just say that, hey, we made it.
I said they still got hopes.
Hope is so dangerous.
49ers Bears.
Let's give it to the Bears.
You want to give it to the Bears? Let's give it to the 49ers for it.
Yeah, give it to the 49ers because they're still not fully eliminated and they have a 10-4.
And then we're going to end the season off like this. We got, assuming the Seahawks don't have nothing to play for, San Francisco will be playing for something. So San Francisco gets that win. Packers beat the Vikings.
Somehow you just got San Francisco the number 1 seed.
Oh, because I didn't give Seattle wins to something. And let's give Lions Bears. Who wins last game of the season?
Lions win.
Damn,
Yeah.
Ben Johnson versus. Damn. You say give it to Bears?
I said Lions
Oh,
because
you
they
said
have
Lions?
more to fight for. See?
That would knock the Bears out.
Wow, and then you have a Detroit and Philly first round matchup.
Hold on. Let me give Seattle their wins real quick. Seattle already got the win for this week. Seattle. Okay. And Seattle, we actually said they'd lose this week. So Seattle back to first. Eagles the 2nd seed. Packers the 3rd seed. Carolina 4th seed. San Francisco. Okay, there we go.
That looks realistic.
Bears. This says the Bears are
Oh, but
eliminated.
then the Bears get eliminated.
Wait,
Listen.
are we saying the Bears was out? Is that what we did? Bears lost. Yeah, we said the Bears was the next. If the Bears lose the next 2 games, they're out.
49ers and Lions. So it's not a cakewalk for the Bears going into these last couple of weeks. They need to get their heads locked on, right, focused. They're playing 2 legitimate playoff teams, and one could make the argument they've been playing for their playoff lives all year.
Let me take away one of Green Bay's wins. So the last game of the week, let's say the Vikings win. No, let's say Green Bay loses next week because Jordan Love is out with a concussion. There's no guarantee that he can make it back.
See, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah. So Packers need to win out to make the playoffs. If Packers lose 1 game, they're out.
Hey, it doesn't help that they're the team. Them and Dallas played to a tie this year, right? It was Dallas that got the other tie. See, you got to win those. Gotta win those.
Gotta win those. For real.
Olave. Did the Saints won? Saints won today, right?
Yeah, they did. Handily.
Tyler Show.
Shuck.
Show.
Shuck.
Show.
Shuck. Shuck. Like you're shucking oysters or whatever.
Was the
Tyler Shuck. That's how it's pronounced. That's what he said. His mama call him Shuck. I'm gonna call him Shuck.
Did his mama forget the name? The name though, like it's possible. Sometimes you think you did something, but you didn't. And so,
Yo, your mama call you Shuck. I'm gonna call you Shuck. All right.
Buffalo already. Oh no, all those teams.
Wait. Didn't they already win though?
Buffalo won. Yes. New England still has to win, and
All right. Well, anyway, that's it for us today, guys.
Listen.
My fault. We went over.
no. Listen, you got our playoff information now. You know who we think's what it's gonna look like. We got the Broncos, the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Seattle number 1 in the NFC.
Pats against the Jaguars for a wild card game.
We got Eagles Bears in the wild card game.
Back to the
2-7.
AFC. We've got the Bills and Texans, which should be a pretty good game. I don't care what anyone says.
Wasn't that the game where Josh Allen got sacked a record number of times?
That would be great. That's what I would love to see.
And then on the NFC side, we got the Rams Lions. Yo, these 2 teams keep finding each other in the playoffs, don't they?
Matthew Stafford having an unbelievable season. And then wrapping up the AFC, we've got the Steelers and Chargers.
Which I actually rather that matchup. I really do. And we got the Panthers 49ers.
You heard it here first. That's what the playoffs are going to look like. Join us as we watch the playoffs and go through these teams. Don't forget to comment, leave Give us a like. Tell somebody and tell them to tell somebody after that.
Hell yeah. That we turn up. And you know what? I might be available on Christmas. I might live stream on Christmas. So bring some drinks if you're gonna join me.
Drinks are always good at Christmas.
Yo, listen. I don't do no eggnog though. So, and if you want to spot me a drink, you can ship it over. I'll put my address in the chat. Nah.
We out. Thank you.